All right, guys, welcome back to the Feu de Bois podcast, episode 5 now. Thank you very much for all the support. I'm here with Jared once again, as usual.
What's up, everyone?
And also, we have a very special guest, our childhood friend, Harsh.
What's up, guys?
All right, so we got a good lineup today. We're going to talk a bit about Harsh, a bit about like news stuff, just like interesting things. You want to get started with? Let's get started with our guest.
Yeah, let's start a bit on Harsh. So when we had our first guest on, Jordo, he told us a lot about FSU and like how like COVID affected him staying up there because he actually went up there.
Mm-hmm.
Did you go up to Boston?
Yeah, I went up to Boston.
Oh, okay.
So like, first talk about like what school you go to.
Oh yeah,
so.
if you're comfortable saying.
Yeah, I go to Babson, so it's just like a business school up in Wellesley, Boston.
Mm-hmm.
So I think COVID at Babson wasn't like horrible, and like they did a pretty good job of managing it. We only had about maybe 15, 20 cases total throughout the whole first semester.
That's solid.
How many kids go there?
I think in my grade it's about 600, so like
Okay.
2.4K.
not bad.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And-
Effie.
I think only half of the classes there right now, because like usually half of them are international. And
Yeah.
they're pretty hard to get over here.
Mm.
But yeah, they did a pretty good job. There was some in-person classes, some online classes.
You did in person?
Half in person. Like some of my classes were available in person,
Oh,
so
okay.
I took those.
Yeah.
And some online, but a lot of times I just went online because it's like way more convenient
Mm-hmm.
to go from the room. Other than that, the only like things where we got in trouble ones for like getting into a gathering in like the living space.
Classic.
So they wrote us all up, which is stupid. But I guess that was the only like big thing. And then everything else is just wearing masks when there are like adults around, and then otherwise like just like normal college.
Did you have like, while you were up there, was there anything that you wanted to do that you like might have not been able?
Like
to?
missed out on because of
Yeah,
it?
I think like clubs and stuff were like not that present.
Oh yeah.
There weren't really any clubs.
What kind of clubs were you like thinking of joining?
I wanted to join like some like investing clubs, just like any. I just wanted to see what clubs there were, but like
Yeah.
they didn't really advertise them at all.
So like the reason you go to Babson, like a business school, is because that's what you want to get into, right?
Yeah, something in the business world for sure.
Do you know any specifics yet of what you prefer?
Ideally, like I want to start my own business,
Mhm.
but
Oh.
I also am like pretty interested in like investing and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know
So-
what like avenue of business you would want to go into? Like if you started your own?
I think like somewhere in the technology sector, but
Okay.
you'd have to come up with an idea
That's
first.
good money.
Yeah. Oh
That's
yeah,
kinda
for
important.
sure.
That
for
is
sure.
good money.
Yeah.
It'd also be, I think, a super interesting like field to be in. Like that's the kind of like job where like you told someone like you're in the technology sector of business, they'd be like, oh, and they'd be super
Yeah.
interested in like talking about that or wanting to hear about it.
Have you guys seen those videos where the guy like the guy goes up to like people in really nice cars and asks like,
Those are dope.
what do you
Those are
do
dope.
for your job? Have you seen
Wait,
those?
are you
No,
on?
I
Are you on the
haven't
talk?
seen
Are you on the
this.
talk? Harsh.
The talk?
TikTok?
No.
TikTok?
Oh yeah.
Oh, and
Oh,
you haven't
I'm
seen the
Not that
videos.
much. Not that much.
Well,
okay,
I've just
okay.
seen it on Instagram, but like,
Okay.
well, like, so basically, when like a kid, he goes up to people that have really nice cars and just says like, "Oh, excuse me, what do you do for a living?"
Yeah.
Did he do that to Jake Paul? Was that video? I saw a video
No,
of him.
I don't
doing
think
Jake
He goes
so.
up to like people that aren't.
It'll be
famous.
super random
okay,
people.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes they will end up being like influencers or YouTubers or whatever, but a lot of times they're just people that are just super rich.
But there was actually like you were saying, a business and technology. type
Yeah,
thing.
I think I
There's
know
a
what you're
few
talking about.
people that said like, "Oh, I own a business that's technology."
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
most of them were just saying they were like CEOs or run their own business
Yeah,
or whatever.
or they have a rich husband.
Yeah, a few people also said that.
Or like they're doctors, obviously. Things
No, it
like
was
that.
it was such an O when he like asked them what they did, and so many of them were like, "I'm retired," and it's like, well, yeah, but
Yeah, but
we
what
wanna-
did you do?
Yeah, we
What
want to
did
know.
you do
We
to
want to
make
know
money?
what you did to make a $400,000
What if they just
car.
had like a regular job and they're like, "I'll just spend all the
They're
money."
like, I just saved for 10 years.
All right, tell us more about like college life. So, did you make a lot of friends there?
Yeah, so I think that one thing a lot of people and like even the adults were mentioning before coming is like it might be hard to make friends because there's no like gatherings, like you aren't allowed, like they banned our key cards from going into other buildings.
Oh,
Usually we
wow,
could
okay.
walk in anywhere we want,
Yeah.
but you can only walk into your building and then like the more public buildings like for food and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought it was also going to be kind of hard to make friends, but my floor ended up being super social.
Oh, it's good.
On like the first or maybe the second day I was there, there's just some random kids playing Smash, and then I just I was just walking by, they're like, you want to play with us? And then now they like ended up being
You
some of my
trying to
closest
smash?
friends. And then yeah, and then just people. That's actually how like we made most of our friends. They all started coming to play, and then we all just like got close. One of them got kicked out, but
So
Had to happen.
So what kind of dorm do you live in? Is it like what kind of style dorm, I guess?
Like, do you like
Um,
share it with someone, or is it?
yeah.
just
So
you?
I just have one roommate.
And then you
Okay.
guys have one bathroom to share between you two?
No, it's like a general bathroom.
Oh, so you have like the communal?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, that's
Okay.
how my when my sister used to live in her dorm. That's how it was. Like, she had her own room, but there was like a bathroom for the whole hall.
Right,
Mhm.
right.
Yeah.
So what was your like experience with that?
It wasn't. It was actually like kind of fun. Like there's
Wait.
a lot of memories in the communal bathroom.
Oh no.
Just doing
Okay.
random stuff.
Okay.
I think that would make it a lot easier to meet people as well, just because like,
In the bathroom.
well, because then you're not always in your room. You're
Yeah.
forced to leave your room at least a
I think
little
there are
bit.
like 4 stalls. One of them we broke the door off. Just
Oh my
like
God.
just kids broke the door off.
Yeah.
One of them the lock broke. And the other one you can't use to take a dump because like it's the urinal basically. So it'll just always be covered in piss because people that, like no one's gonna go into the communal bathroom and sit down and piss, right?
Yeah.
So you're always gonna
Gosh, I hope not.
No one would. I hope guys aren't going into
Yeah.
regular bathrooms.
Yeah, sitting down
and doing
anywhere
that.
and peeing.
Yeah. So when you're standing and peeing, obviously guys miss. So no one wants to clean
Well,
up after
speak for
someone
yourself.
Yeah, gosh.
else. So you only have one bathroom to take a shit and then one bathroom to piss.
Fair enough.
Or one stall.
Did So do you obviously you have to shower there too?
Yeah.
Was
So
that like?
that was fine. This wasn't that,
Yeah,
wasn't
yeah.
that bad.
Mm-hmm.
Well, did you just so like when you guys shower, do you change in the bathroom and then go back to your room?
No,
You just
walk
come
back
out
to
in the
your
towel?
room. Yeah.
Well, cause Maddie, she always makes me feel weird. Cause she'll like put on her clothes after her shower, like kind of wet, like not fully dried off.
What?
And that's weird, right?
Well,
That's-
it's because like
that
it's
is
it
weird.
takes like a couple minutes, I guess, after drying yourself off to actually like feel dry.
Well, dude, I'll just
No, but like you're saying, like she just kind of like pats herself down a little.
Yeah,
bit.
she'll dry herself off, but then put her clothes right on in the bathroom. And I
mean,
say,
there are people who do that.
yeah, there's plenty of people that do that, but I think for me, like,
Oh wait, well I put my clothes on when I'm in the bathroom too. But but I make sure I'm dry.
Oh, I don't. Like, are you talking about at home?
yeah,
Yeah,
at home.
yeah,
at
Oh no,
home.
yeah, I go into my room and
Yeah, dude, I'll sit in my room
okay.
for like 10 minutes just in my towel.
yeah, same.
Yeah, see, he's with me.
Well, I get
I'll
that.
just like lie down on my bed and like go. on
Yeah,
my
yeah,
phone
yeah. I'll
until
just
it's
sit
dry.
there on my phone. Dude, it's almost like relaxing. It's like after like because I shower at night. You all just shower at night.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean just randomly. Whatever.
Yeah. If I need to shower during the day, I'm not gonna.
Showers in like when
I think I
he's
showered
feeling
before.
it.
So it's like I'll like after like a shower, like after a long day, it's like I'm just chilling in my towel. Like it's nice. I just get to have some
Also,
time.
like after my showers, I feel like really hot, so like that'll help me cool down.
Oh,
so just
yeah,
tossing
yeah, yeah.
clothes right on top of
Well,
that.
what about when it's like cold, like today, right?
I mean,
well,
it's
not
not hot
today.
in my. It's like because my bathroom is like the same size as your bathroom,
Yeah.
so it's like
Which
it's
is
still
like
like
pretty
really
small.
steam.
For,
Yeah.
For people that haven't seen my bathroom.
Yeah, which is like fairly small, so it gets like pretty like steamy and like hot
Yeah.
in there.
Dude, I have a fairly small bathroom as well, except mine's like connected to my room. I don't know. You
Well,
know what I'm talking about, right?
Kind of.
No, I live upstairs now.
Oh yeah.
It's directly.
I haven't seen it.
Oh, okay. Well, so it's like there's my room, and the doorway is there's a doorway that leads directly to the bathroom.
Okay.
So like steam doesn't pile up because it all just I leave that door open.
Oh.
So that's why it's like
okay.
like available for me to just kind of
Oh well.
just go hang out in my room.
Yeah. Well, because like for me and Harsh, our bathrooms are not connected to
Yeah,
our room.
ours are exactly the same.
Yeah, pretty much. So like you have like the guest bedroom, bathroom, then
Yeah.
our bedroom. Yeah. So like for me, I just like get changed so I don't have to like walk out with my towel because I'm gonna go back and walk in and hang up the towel.
Oh yeah, well yeah, because mine's like my room to my room, so it's like it's only like a few.
Yeah,
steps.
like for you, because
Yeah, but
mean,
I have
it's
a
not
pretty.
that far.
well,
for us.
it's not far.
Yeah, it's
far.
still not a far
But I
walk.
think if I like had a not a master bedroom, but you know
Mhm.
when the bathroom's connected,
Yeah.
I think I would just probably walk out and get changed in
Yeah.
my room.
I mean, I have a
Yeah.
pretty oddly shaped just house in general. If anyone that doesn't
Yeah.
know, it's like because it's like
it's like a wooden.
yeah, like my
all
my
wood.
room is technically the third story of the house, but it's just there's stairs leading up to it, and it's just my room.
Yeah,
and
the
bathroom.
only room on that floor
It's just
is-
me
is- yeah.
and that bathroom, and then it's I have an oddly built house, so it's like
Yeah, like so. Well, we could talk about your house a little.
okay. So if you're trying to like picture it and you're like listening at home, so it's the first floor is like an apartment almost because it's by itself with its own door, and then that's like what is it called when it's like stones put on mortar? It's not bricks. Do you guys know what I'm talking about?
Nah.
Okay,
I don't know what it's called.
it's like oddly arranged stones, and then the second floor, and the second and third floor is like imagine that's like a 2-story house on top of the apartment.
But to get to the second floor, the staircase is on the outside.
Yeah, there's an
of the
outside
house.
set of stairs, so they're almost completely like if I
It's
lived
like
there.
It's like two houses.
Yeah, it's almost
stacked
like
on top
it's like
of
an
each other.
apartment and a house on top of an apartment. Like you could rent it out if you wanted to, and it would be perfectly fine. And so it's like
Like
like-
a townhouse in a way. Kinda.
Almost.
It's not split though.
yeah, no,
I
it's
think
not
most-
split down the
yeah.
middle. It's like split in by story.
Right.
So it's like for me, like when I picture like y'all like walking into your bathroom after a shower, like for me it's so much different than a lot of people, and like I try to
Yeah.
imagine it.
All right. So we're still on. We could still continue on the topic of school, but let's move on to high school because
Yes,
actually
yes.
Harsh went to a different high school than me and Jared.
Mm-hmm.
So when COVID started, like, did your school shut down right away and like stay shut down the whole time?
I mean, I feel like it was the same for all of us, right? It was like a
I think
Hillsborough
so.
County thing.
Yeah, we
But,
all
like,
couldn't go back to school.
Was it like
It was so the day I remember this day because
it
we
was
went
like
to the
during spring
mall.
break, right?
Yeah,
Mhm.
it was the first day of spring break. Like the day that school ended, like after school, me and a couple friends like went to the mall and stuff.
Oh, like the Friday after.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And then at the mall, we got like the notification school's out for a week after spring break
Yeah.
ends.
Mm.
And then I think a week through spring break, they were like school's out for like a month.
Oh,
Yeah, throughout spring break, they kept pushing
Yeah.
back the date we were gonna go back.
Okay.
And then eventually they're just like, there's no more school.
Yeah.
Were you happy about that?
Yeah, I think so because
Yeah.
it saved me from doing like IB exams,
Oh.
Oh, yeah, because
Like
Harsh
a-
was in like an advanced version of a
Yeah.
high school almost.
Yeah, IB program.
which
Mhm.
are like pretty like
Rigorous,
stressful.
yeah.
Yeah.
Mm,
So we didn't have to do any of that.
that's good. Yeah.
What was online school like in that capacity difficult, or no? was it easy?
Most of the teachers didn't care because we were the
Okay.
second semester of senior year. Like,
Yeah.
they
Oh,
just-
yeah.
Everyone just gave like one project and it was like have this done in like the next 2 months and just bring it back. to
Oh,
me.
that's
Okay.
nice. That's nice.
And then
Talk-
just polish
Talk
and
about
stuff up.
how the IB program works for people.
Yeah, for anyone that
don't really
might be
know.
doesn't
Yeah,
know.
so you can to like join IB, you just have to like basically apply. But once after, if you're not in IB during freshman year, you can never join it again. You have to join in freshman year.
Oh, okay.
And the only way to like then you can transfer from IB school to IB school, but you can't go from like non IB to IB.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So like you don't have to be in the program all 4 years
No,
if
no,
you don't
you
want
do.
to.
You do.
No, but can you leave the program?
Yeah, you
Oh.
can leave. You
Oh,
can
that's
leave.
what I mean. Like you don't have to
Oh.
be in it. Like if you do freshman year of this like difficult program, they're not gonna.
Oh yeah.
You don't have to
But
stay in
but
it.
he's saying that if we started off at like a public school and we wanted like a random public school.
Oh yeah, we
wanted
couldn't
to-
move up to IB.
Yeah, you
yeah.
can't move to
Yeah.
IB.
And then it's just like taking IB classes, meeting like certain requirements that are set by the whole like IB organization, which is like based in Singapore maybe.
Oh okay.
And so you just have to like
Oh.
get a certain amount of points by the end of senior year to graduate.
And you achieve
With-
these
to graduate,
points.
yeah, to
Yes.
graduate with a IB diploma. But
Mhm.
honestly, like even if you don't get the IB diploma, you can still graduate high school.
Yeah.
And like the IB diploma is like not really that important. Like no college really looked at IB diplomas.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask.
I
It's
was
almost the
thinking
same as
same.
like AP courses.
Yeah.
Like people stress them a lot, but colleges don't. Like if you happen to fail an AP course exam,
It doesn't.
colleges aren't gonna look at that and be like, oh, this kid's
Yeah.
not gonna be able to do what he should
Yeah,
be able to
yeah.
do.
But like, well, I want to understand why people would take the IB route then. Because
Um,
why don't you just go to a regular high school, get the diploma? If you do well on your SATs, you get good grades. Then why? What's the point of doing the IB program?
So I think that a lot of times, like when you're thinking about like the high school you want to go to,
Mhm.
especially for families that are very like education oriented,
Mhm.
the just idea of IB sounds so good to them. So it's just like, oh, it's like harder, it's like challenging my kid, and like a lot of times it's advertised as looking better towards colleges, which I guess if you're able to maintain like a 4.0 in IB,
Yeah.
that probably looks really good to a college because it's so hard to maintain a 4.0.
Right.
And I guess like the kids who did do that at my school are going to pretty good colleges. One of them's going to like Penn, one of them's going to like NYU.
Okay.
So
Oh, that's awesome.
they got 4.0s and they were able to get there.
So it does look so like if you succeed in the program, it does look really good.
It probably helps, yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
And then
that makes
also
sense.
going through IB gives you, it's like AP, it gives me like credits for classes in college.
Yeah,
Oh,
and
It's
even
like
if they're
automatically. It's
yeah.
not like an extra class. It's just those classes alone.
Yeah.
Like
Wait.
normal
So
everyday
do they
classes.
do they actually have AP classes in IB schools?
Yeah. So
that you can take?
I can take if I take like AP classes, it's not like an IB AP class. It's like just a normal AP class that we take with other like traditional kids too. So I can get the traditional kids in my class.
So you didn't say this, but your school is actually split up in half in a way. So you have the IB and the traditional.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it used to be split 3 ways, right?
Yeah, it was like IB, CAPS, and traditional. And CAPS kids just take a lot of AP classes.
Mm-hmm.
But I think like there was only 16 CAPS kids. They only had like one homeroom worth of CAPS kids.
Oh, is that why they got rid of it?
And then they were just like, it doesn't really make any sense.
Oh,
so
wow.
they just took it out and
That's
then
interesting.
had traditional IB.
Okay. That's pretty interesting, actually. I didn't actually know they got rid of it until I think you told me.
Yeah, I think I told you about it because
Yeah.
they kind of just they like phased them out, right?
Yeah,
Like they
was
just
like Avery in it?
yeah. My sister used to be in Avery's my older sister.
Yeah.
She used to be in the program, and then she came to my high school because me and Olivia go to a charter, so you had to like it was
It's
like a
a
lottery
lottery,
system
yeah.
to get in,
Mm-hmm.
and so we like I got in my freshman year, but she hadn't, and then siblings got automatically accepted, so she had to transfer her junior year over
Okay.
because she never had the chance to.
All right. So.
Oh, and then
Okay,
also on the
that
thought
makes
of like
sense.
why someone would go to the IB program, it also kind of I mean obviously it wasn't, but like you could think it would like kind of prepare you for college more
Yeah.
than like a public high school. Like the transition would be easier because you're already taking these college level courses. It's almost like you'd be more ready
So,
for your first year of college.
Like it's less of a direct help. In a
Yeah,
way.
a lot of people say it definitely helps in college, like because
Mm-hmm.
we're writing like so many essays, people are able to like write their essays really fast in college.
Yeah,
Just like do everything a little faster. I think that, at least for me, that ended up like not happening as much just because of like the whole big break of like Corona.
oh
Like
yeah.
I didn't do anything.
Like there was a
during
big
then.
disconnect between
Yeah.
the schools.
And then I just went to college.
Wait, for college, did you start in the summer or in the fall?
No, in the fall.
Oh, okay. Was there an option to start in the summer?
I don't think so. Not
Okay.
that I saw.
Mm.
So like, getting that. So did you get your IB diploma?
Yeah.
Okay. So, did they? Do you think that affected your chances to get into Babson, or do you think you were locked in?
Well, we got the IB diploma after I was accepted.
Okay.
Oh wow.
All right.
But did you have to tell them that like you were going to get the IB diploma, or did that not matter?
Like they knew I was in IB
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
because I submitted like credits for like old classes I'd done.
Oh okay.
But actually, no, I couldn't have done that because I haven't passed the class yet, so I couldn't submit those credits.
Oh.
But I guess they did know I was in IB. I think I just had to.
you have
Well,
to
yeah,
fill
a
out
lot of
that,
colleges will do it like that. They'll kind of just like hope that they'll accept you almost hoping that you pass the
Yeah.
credits you're taking currently your senior year, and then if you don't, they'll retract your
Yeah,
your
a lot of times they
acceptance.
assume you're gonna get.
Yeah,
IB
they're like, so
diploma.
he got an A the first semester. As long as he continues with a B or C, whatever he needs, second semester they'll keep the acceptance, but they could
Yeah.
retract it if they want to.
So for Babson, so for people that haven't applied to college yet, or maybe they did it a long time ago.
Yeah.
So like I'd say for the most part, the most important things are your grades, your GPA,
Mhm.
your SAT or ACT score, which is like the standardized test,
Mhm.
and then like your volunteer hours
Yeah, just like extracurriculars in general.
and
probably.
extracurriculars
okay.
as well. So I know for UF, it's like debated what's most important, but do you know what for Babson, like what do you think is most important out of those?
I think it's a mix of like of GPA / SAT, like just grades. I think it's a pretty good mix because
Mhm.
so normally colleges to graduate with honors require a 3.5 GPA. So I need to like after the 4 years have a 3.5. But for Babson they make it 3.2 because of like grade deflation. So like just a lot of times teachers aren't like giving out as many high grades.
Yeah.
They just say it's harder.
Like to accommodate for that. That's what. They
Yeah,
make
so
it.
to like make it so the same like percent of kids are able to graduate
Yeah.
with honors, I guess they lower that number.
Wait, so sorry, are you
Yeah,
in
yeah.
the honors college?
No, you can just graduate with like an honors degree.
Okay.
So you graduate above a certain GPA,
Okay.
Okay.
and then so I think they mix it because they're also looking for people who are creative. So they look at their extracurriculars, but they're also like want to make sure the kids can like handle like the workload.
So they keep like a good mix.
Yeah, I think it's like a decent mix.
Okay. Do you know what the SAT requirement was for Babson?
I think like
Because most colleges will have like a minimum that they'll want it at.
maybe like 1350.
That's pretty
For
high.
the minimum?
Yeah,
Yeah, that is
Jeez.
pretty high.
I can
Yeah,
look it up.
yeah, 13. Well, it is a business college. Like they're gonna want their students to be like overachievers in that sense.
Okay, so it says Babson college admits have a average SAT score between 1270 and 1450, and then ACTs between 28 and 32.
Okay. And you did the ACT?
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you do the SAT?
No.
Oh wow. Okay.
Like me and Jared did the SAT.
Yeah,
That's
instead
what
of the
you're telling
ACT.
us, Yeah.
Because most colleges will accept like either or.
Yeah.
They won't like
Yeah.
require you to take both.
Yeah.
Because they kind of substitute for each
I
other.
think the ACT was I just enjoyed like the style of it a lot more.
I never even took a practice test for the ACT, so I don't even know if I would have preferred it.
I don't think I would have because the ACT is more math and science based, right?
No, not necessarily. It's just like more. It's easier questions, but more of them.
Oh, okay.
So it's like
It's more fast paced.
okay, so it's this is kind of a random analogy, but like it's like the difference between like powerlifting, lifting super heavy,
Oh yeah.
and
For
like
one
so that would
rep.
be like doing hard questions, low reps,
Yeah.
Yeah.
like in a longer amount of time versus
as opposed to like
like-
calisthenics.
yeah. So versus yeah, sure.
Yeah.
So
Well, so then what how many sections are there on the
So there's
ACT?
4. I just looked it up. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So there's English, which you get 45 minutes and 75 questions. So that's like simple like grammar stuff like that.
that's
Okay.
pretty fast though.
Yeah, it's pretty fast. That's the most questions, and then there's math, which is 60 minutes, 60 questions,
Okay.
and it like progressively gets harder. So like the last few are like really like
Yeah.
harder than SAT questions, I'd say, but the beginning few are like
Well, actually,
Oh, okay.
actually for the SAT, it goes from easy to hard as well.
yeah.
Yeah, it definitely does. But it's more gradual than it seems like with this one. Like I would say
Yeah.
the front SAT math questions, they were all generally
Yeah,
the same level.
But the last ones though, I'd definitely say like I would struggle on.
oh yeah, I mean
Yeah, I struggled on the ACT
Yeah.
ones as well.
Well,
Then there's-
Jared struggled.
Yes,
more
I
than-
did.
more
Thank
than
you.
most.
Then there's reading, which is 35 minutes, 40 questions, and science, 35 minutes, 40 questions. And for the science section, everyone says it's the hardest because it's just like no one's like really tested on science for that like that.
Yeah,
I see what you're
Because
saying.
like
with that.
SAT like doesn't even have a science section.
and I think science is not as much general knowledge as like everyone needs to know math.
Yeah,
everyone
but-
needs
Yeah.
to
Well,
know.
to a certain extent. Yeah.
Honestly, like
Language.
the science section is a lot more applying. Like they give you like a bunch of data, and then you just have to like they ask you questions about it, or they like, give you like an experiment they've done.
Like with charts
and,
and things.
Yeah,
Oh,
stuff
okay.
like that. And then or they like lay out like an experiment, so like dealing with gravity or something,
Oh, okay.
and then they'll just ask you questions about it. So I got blessed on mine because the hardest section from like the hardest like group of questions from the science section we just taken a test on in physics class because
Oh, like
people
prior
don't-
to
it's
taking
just
the
fresh in
exam.
your mind.
yeah, so most people
Nice.
don't take physics, right? Like when
Yeah.
you're like choosing your science,
Yeah, the
people
majority of
probably
people
take
don't.
like biology or
Yeah.
chemistry.
Mhm.
So I guess that's why like the curve on that was also really good because all the kids who don't know physics like failed that section.
Yeah.
So then I was able to like just breeze through that as
Did-
fast as
Oh, that's
possible.
good.
Did you take AP physics?
No, IB.
Oh
Okay,
gosh,
okay.
AP physics.
Well, because I took regular physics,
Mhm.
but so the way at our school there weren't enough kids in AP physics and regular physics to do separate classes, so we were just all mixed.
Mhm.
But AP physics just had more content at the end.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
United scored
That makes sense. Oh.
United.
in the second minute.
Well, before we
McTominay.
talk about soccer, I wanted to ask another question.
Yeah,
So we were talking about extracurriculars.
yeah.
So, tell us about your charity that you actually
Yeah.
developed.
So, in high school, I was just thinking like I'm not really doing anything like on the side. Like I'm not really. I'm just going through school, like
Mhm.
the everyday motions of school, and
Yeah.
then just like debate and stuff like that, which I guess was like kind of helpful for college. I think it was
Yeah.
more beneficial towards like real life skills.
Definitely, yeah.
But I wanted something just like a good extracurricular, a good way to get volunteer hours, and just like I guess like make like a difference in like United scored again in the third minute.
Oh,
Oh
wow.
my god.
Make a difference, I guess, in my community. So my mom's like a physical therapist, so she was just like telling me about how like insurance is like poor for people who need new like medical equipment. So it's mainly focused on like mobility medical equipment, so like walkers, wheelchairs, canes, stuff like that. And I just wanted to like try and help people. And then through that, I just learned a lot more about how in depth that problem is. Because say someone isn't able to like move around, then how do they get to like their job? How do they get to like groceries?
Yeah.
They just can't be like independent on their own.
It's stuff that we might take for granted.
Yeah,
'cause-
like you don't think about how easy it is for you to get out of your bed and go
Yeah.
brush your teeth and then go back lay down in
yeah.
bed.
Like for example, I don't know if you guys have ever had like a small injury.
Mhm.
Like let's say you sprain your wrist and you have like a little wrist thing, right?
yeah,
But like you don't realize how important
yeah.
your hand was until you don't have it.
It's the same thing. A lot of people that have like leg injuries. Like one time
Yeah.
I got stitches in like my Achilles heel,
Oh.
and it was like I lived I slept in a bunk bed at the time, and I definitely took for granted how easy it was for me to like get up
Oh,
and out of
climb
my
up.
bunk bed. But like for
Yeah.
people that have disabilities, they can't do that every
And-
single day.
And like that a lot of the time that's like how they were born or how they've
Yeah.
been for a long
Like they've dealt with that
time,
their
yeah.
whole life, whereas mine was for like a month,
Mhm.
and that was already so difficult.
So So you think that's the most important lesson you learned from that?
Yeah, I think just like there's a lot of things that we take for granted
Mhm.
that other people don't have,
Mm-hmm.
and then we should just do like our best to help those people
Of course, yeah.
Mhm.
however we can.
What's the best advice you have for someone that's trying to start their own charity?
Yeah.
I think definitely just take your time in the beginning, like set up a good foundation, have like a solid idea, solid website,
A good
I
team
think
as well, maybe.
a good team
Oh, yeah,
for
definitely.
sure. I think a really important thing is finding like other organizations to connect with, because if you're starting a charity, people know you're not doing it to like make money, you're just doing it to help.
Obviously, yeah.
And there are other organizations that will help you. Like for example, for mine, obviously medical equipment's like pretty expensive.
Mhm.
So we went to a company that sold it, and I just told them about what I was doing, and instead of like charging me the normal price, they would charge me like the price at the cost. They
Okay.
normally like.
So like they didn't
Yeah.
benefit off of it, other
Yeah,
than
they didn't benefit off of anything I bought.
or they
from
didn't
them.
they didn't profit. They didn't profit, but they did benefit by being able to help the people.
Yeah, for sure.
Awesome.
Okay. I think this is like kind of a theme that always comes
Gosh,
up.
I was gonna say the same thing.
It's like having those good connections.
yeah, it's always
Yeah.
gonna come
we
back.
talk about this all the time because I know there's probably a lot of younger kids watching this, maybe
Yeah.
still in high school or
Mhm.
maybe our age.
Yeah.
And like it's very important to have those connections because especially in the future you could have the best degree in the world.
Yeah.
It doesn't guarantee you the job, but having those connections gives you that better chance.
Yeah, and it's even like it's not even so it is the connections, but it's also you have to do it yourself. So like Harsh was saying,
Yeah.
he was just going through the motions of high school, and he went out of his way to do something like this because he felt that it would help him in the long run, and then he was able to use this to create connections that he'll be able to benefit off of in the future. And that's we're always gonna keep coming back to this. The connections
Yeah.
are just they're so important in business and just everyday life.
And like really I'm thinking about this now. Like the reason why this is always going to come back is because every time we have a guest and they talk about maybe some success or something that
Yeah.
they're proud of, it always has that theme,
Yeah.
connections, right?
Yeah, because it's just so important in all facets of
Yeah,
life.
definitely. So I think another I haven't started my own charity obviously, but another like word of advice I would say is like pick some like what you're gonna donate to. I would say like not have a passion towards that, but have like a strong feeling towards that.
Yeah.
Have
Yeah,
a care
definitely.
towards that.
Yeah, that's what people will say. They'll say make like your passion your job,
Mm-hmm.
or your
Yeah.
career at least. Maybe not your job, because your job could be like you could work at like a McDonald's, but with the goal of gaining a career in something you're passionate about.
Mhm.
And that's awesome that you were able to like start
Yeah.
like a charity, something like that.
What I have another question. So,
Okay.
would you say that when you're starting a charity, is it more important to have a specific or more of a wide range? So, like you
Of
had a
what?
very specific thing to get these pieces,
Like you were getting medical equipment for people.
but
I
like
think
yeah,
if you're in high school starting a charity, I do something more specific
Mm-hmm.
because you're not an adult. You don't have like the financial means to like cover such like a wide range of things.
okay,
And also you're just getting off the ground versus like if I'm like a charity with like $1 million, like I can do like a lot of
Yeah.
things with that.
of course, yeah. That's kind of like brings me to this podcast because we obviously don't have the funds to make this a very high quality thing.
Yeah.
But we do what we can. We try to make the YouTube channel look very presentable, very
Yeah.
professional.
And we're
And,
looking
like-
to like expand in the future.
And like I know there's a few people that messaged me that said we should do it on camera.
Yeah.
And I wanted to address this. I think we might have talked
I
about
was
this
thinking
already.
about this too.
Yeah.
But-
we haven't addressed it like
So
officially
the reason
yet.
why we haven't done it is
Mhm.
because we want it to look good when we start doing it.
Yeah, we don't
So-
want to put a camera on a dodgy setup and then say, "Hey, look, this is our podcast."
and maybe have like a not very clear camera.
Yeah.
We want it to look good all the way, so we're gonna work at perfecting the audio because even like a couple episodes ago we had a few issues
Yeah.
with the audio, which we will work past that. We still wanted to release it just because it's still content.
Yeah, it was still a good episode. It just got affected by the audio a little bit. But that's something that
yeah.
we're always going to keep like working and like trying to perfect what we're doing first.
Because imagine, let's say we start doing video right now,
Mhm.
and then we have bad audio for that episode
Yeah.
for some reason, and a bad video. It was out of focus.
Yeah.
Then that episode's basically
Yeah.
trash, right?
And it's like we could release something like that, but we want to come off as like a professional setup and not just like we want it to be more than just us recording a podcast. We want it to be like an account. Like we want to have a brand almost.
And of course, like we are doing this. I mean, we started this because this was what we're passionate about. We
Yeah.
want to do this, but at the same time, that passion has to be delivered in a certain way.
Yeah.
That we want it to look.
Yeah,
right?
definitely.
So we just want it, I guess, in a way to be taken more seriously.
Yeah.
Maybe, and we do listen to our podcasts on our spare time.
Yeah, we
too.
make sure they don't sound,
Yeah, but we like see how they, how their creative side comes out, how the thumbnails look, how the
yeah.
art in general looks, how the set that they're sitting in is set
Mhm.
up. So all those things are important to us, and we're thinking about those constantly.
Yeah.
But we don't want to rush our process.
Yeah, things like that take time, and we definitely don't want to rush the process and then seem unprofessional or like we don't really know what we're doing. We want everything to be perfect before we can move on to another, like, setup.
Definitely, yeah.
Almost.
One thing we haven't done yet that we do in a lot of episodes, all our episodes,
Okay.
is the song of the day.
Oh, okay.
So-
Putting you on the
So
spot. Harsh.
basically, we're gonna go around and shout out a song that we've been
Just
listening
maybe
to.
you've been listening to
Well,
recently.
Jared, you could get us started. So
Okay,
you
yeah.
you give Harsh
Yeah, I
a little
have
bit
one.
time to think about it.
Yes, sorry, Harsh, we're putting you on the spot a little
You're
bit.
good.
And we get back into the cherry a little bit before we move
Yeah,
on to the
yeah.
next topic. So one I actually mentioned this on the, I think 3 podcasts ago,
Okay.
was there's this guy named Jack Kays, and he's a smaller artist, kind of like punk alternative. I'm not really sure what you would label him as. And I shouted out his song Morbid Mind, which go listen to it if you haven't, if you're into that style of music. But he has another song, Gin and Juice. It's like gin and then like the letter N and juice, like almost like and.
Okay.
If you want to search it up. That song it's along the same vibes as Morbid Mind. It's a little more like sing-songy and catchy. So maybe that one would be more neutral for people that aren't into that avenue of music. But that'll be my song of the day.
All
Isn't
right.
that like there was like that one like KSI song where he talked about gin and juice? Like that was like the chorus.
Oh, I think
But
I know
I
what he's
think
talking
he-
about.
Is that different? That's
I think he
different,
meant
right?
like I'm sipping on gin and juice. I think he meant like literally the drink, like gin with juice in it.
Yeah.
Well, his song is it's more
I
like
just got like that's what I caught.
yeah, he does say. I think
Yeah.
in that song he does say
And
gin and
loose,
juice.
right?
Yeah, and loose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's the name of the song. It's not even his song. That's like someone else's.
Yeah,
He's just on it.
similar, right?
Olivia, you going for us?
All right. Yeah, I actually do have one prepared
Oh,
today.
fantastic!
Well, I just thought of it, but
It's
it's.
less fantastic.
I'm gonna go with my favorite Chance the Rapper song. Chance the Rapper gets a lot of hate,
Deservedly.
deservedly.
Yeah.
But from Coloring Book, my favorite song is "Same Drugs."
Oh, an absolute classic.
So if you are younger and maybe you just listen to Chance's new stuff, I'd definitely say at least visit that song.
Yeah, go back
At
to
least.
his first few albums and they're solid.
So yeah, that's gonna be my song of the
All right.
day.
Harsh,
Harsh.
you pulled one up.
Yeah, one of my friends showed me the song and I really like it. It's called Fiend by Trippie Redd and Lookout.
Oh, okay,
look,
okay.
Yeah.
I haven't heard the song personally. Maybe
Yeah, I
I'll go
haven't
listen to
either.
it. Everyone
Actually,
that's
we can-
listening should go listen as well.
Yeah,
I just
you
know
can
that
listen in
one.
the car on the way to the mall.
Okay.
Oh shoot!
We'll talk about it in the next pod. We'll tell you how Fiend was.
How it was. I'll add it.
Yeah, maybe get back a little bit into the charity side. Was there
Sure.
any I don't want to sound like I don't know, like harsh, but like harsh acting. Like I don't know what the word I'm looking for is. Was there anything that you personally benefited from? Like selfish is the
Oh,
word. I don't want you to
So, like,
seem like you
we'll say-
benefited off of a nonprofit charity.
I know what you're saying. Like any opportunities that have come up.
Yeah, like
from
anything
it.
like
Yeah.
that you drew from starting the charity.
I'd say the Lightning Award was pretty.
Yeah.
Oh, do you
talk
want
to us
to
about
expand on that?
Yeah, so the Lightning are like a local hockey team. If you like know anything about hockey,
Stanley
you
Cup
probably-
champions. Let's
yeah,
go.
you probably know about the Lightning. So they do this thing where they give out an award to people who do community service. So they have Community Heroes of Tomorrow and then Community Heroes. So Community Heroes are for mostly like adults, like bigger charities,
Okay.
where they give all the money towards just benefiting the charity, growing
Yeah.
that charity, whatever project they have. Then they have Community Heroes of Tomorrow, which are under 21,
Mhm.
I believe, and if you're under 21 and you apply for it, half of the money goes towards like growing your charity or like whatever project you're discussing.
Oh, that's awesome.
And half the money goes towards like paying for part of college.
Oh,
Just, like,
okay.
further
That's a great
education,
opportunity, and you were able to achieve this award.
We were able to get it
Awesome.
just with the help of
Awesome.
everyone, and
Nice.
it was actually a really fun night. We went to watch the game from one of the booths.
Mhm.
There was food. There was just I don't know. It was just really fun.
No, that's awesome. That, like,
Olivia came to that.
Yeah, I was there.
Nice,
I was
nice.
there. It was a good time. It was actually, I think it might have been my first Lightning game. I don't know. But anyway, I wanted to ask. So So you did apply for this award.
Yeah, we had to apply.
Okay.
So how many people do you think you were not competing against, but
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Also apply for the award.
I think it's a pretty good amount of people.
Yeah.
Because for an award like that, like an award from the Lightning, they like advertise it pretty well.
Oh,
And I
okay.
guess like there are like from doing the charity, I just learned about a lot more charities in our local area than I even knew like existed.
Mm-hmm.
From going to like different events, from like this other award that we tried to win. There was just a lot. It was basically a big event with just a bunch of charities come there, and then like for each section, a charity wins for that.
Oh,
award.
okay. Which is also an added benefit, being like aware of all these other
Mm-hmm.
charities that you can draw on in the
we
future.
definitely like partnered with other people, like tried to make things happen.
Yeah.
Tried to like
Yeah.
meet people who like, because sometimes the hardest part for me when starting the charity was actually finding the people to donate to.
Oh.
We
okay.
actually, I had an easier time finding the money to like get the equipment than to find like people to help.
Oh
Because
wow.
it's hard to like find those people when they're not trying to find you.
Yeah, because they're not making things available per se because
Yeah.
they don't know that there's people out there really trying to help them.
Yeah, that definitely comes with time, like when they start to approach you instead of
Mhm.
you trying to find them.
Especially when when like obviously when I started I was super
Yeah.
small. Like they don't even know I exist.
Yeah.
Right.
So they're not gonna ever come to me.
Yeah.
Eventually we started getting to a point where like sometimes we get like calls or
People
like,
reaching
emails,
out.
like people saying I have this to donate or like I'm looking to receive
Mhm.
this.
Mhm.
But Metropolitan Ministries, which is like a local organization, like a
Oh, yeah.
shelter, an organization that tries to just help people get back on their feet. I partnered with them and they were able to just anytime they saw someone who needs a need for medical equipment, because they weren't like well versed in the whole medical equipment
Oh,
space.
okay.
There's a lot of like liability that goes to it. Say like I give a cane and like it breaks. If they if they don't sign like a liability
Oh,
waiver.
so if they got injured from
Yeah,
that.
It would be
it
on
could
the
be
person,
like on
yeah.
me. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So the Metropolitan wasn't equipped to deal with that, so they would just refer that person to me, and so that's how I got most of the people I
Okay.
donated to.
That's awesome. And also, if you're listening, we have a fairly small audience, obviously, but don't ever be afraid to like reach out to local charities or anything like that. If you have anything to donate or you're in need of a donation, it's never.
Or like we were saying before, if you need to volunteer for hours.
Yeah, like definitely feel
Yeah.
free to reach out to your local charities or even the bigger ones like Metropolitan Ministries.
Mhm.
There's always people out there that want to help you or you want to help people.
And they
Don't-
want help from you.
Yeah, for sure. Don't be afraid to reach out to things like that. Definitely.
Yeah.
It's always good to have like a charitable side in your life that you're obviously helping your community and people around you, but you might just feel better about yourself knowing that you're helping people on a regular basis.
Yeah, definitely. I think not only like is it important to volunteer for the hours, but you're also getting experience.
Yeah, and
from
especially
that
if you're in high school and you are completing community service hours, at least in Florida, it benefits towards a scholarship. That's really big.
Mhm.
But it also it makes you feel better. Like when I don't know if you guys can say the same. When you were doing your community service hours throughout high school, it was almost like why haven't I been doing this the whole time? Like it almost makes you feel like this is just something that's awesome for me to do on my free time.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like volunteering at like a food bank or like anything
Mhm.
like that.
Yeah, like even I'll let you
Oh
know.
yeah, I was gonna say it's not even something you have to do like every day. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
once a week, if you like go like spend like a few hours of your Saturday, it's just like I guess
Yeah,
like
exactly.
a good deed for the week, and like you
Mhm.
feel good about it knowing like you helped some
Yeah.
people.
Like even after like I no longer needed volunteer hours, I still was doing volunteering. And like
Oh,
even
okay.
recently, my mom and I did like feeding Tampa Bay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I've heard
So
about
we did
this.
that
And
recently
important.
too. So yeah, it's important to just keep like helping out the community for sure.
Yeah, I actually went to the summer before my senior year. I was in a club and it was what's it called? It was run by the sponsor of our school, and he runs it so that the kids get like financial knowledge, but he also does like a bunch of community service events, and he took the whole group to Atlanta for a week, and there was like events like each day. What is it when you have like a plan? Do you know what I'm talking about?
Itinerary?
Itinerary.
Okay.
So there was like an itinerary every day, and one of them was like we were gonna go volunteer at like a food bank or something, and everyone was kind of like, oh, like we're on vacation, like why are we really going to a food bank?
This was supposed to be fun.
Yeah, like we were going to a Braves game yesterday, but now we're going to
Okay,
do this
yeah.
food bank. But then when we ended up there, everyone was there. We were there for like 2 or 3 hours, and like people didn't want to go home because it was just awesome knowing that we were like packaging food and like getting things ready for people in need in Atlanta, which is there's a lot of communities there that are in need of aid.
And I would definitely say like if you are planning on volunteering, like bring your friend.
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
So,
Have
not
people
only-
around you.
Yeah, not only will they have more people to help out by bringing people that you know, but
Mhm.
also you and that person. It's like a nice activity. To
Yeah,
do
it'll be a
together
more
as
like
well.
enjoyable experience if you have
Yeah.
people around you that you enjoy to spend time with, obviously.
Yeah, definitely. Is there anything else you wanted to talk about charity wise?
You want to shout it out maybe?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not really continuing it right now because it's hard to do
During
from
college?
in
Through
Boston
college, yeah.
and throughout
Definitely.
Of
college.
course, yeah.
But yeah, I just say like anything you're passionate about, go for it. Like try and start that or start a charity based around that.
Yeah.
But just generally like giving back to the community anyway is always good because
Yeah.
for especially I assume like a lot of high school kids are listening to this. So I'd say like because you do need volunteer hours for high school, might as well like make those volunteer hours worth it and like actually try and make a difference during those hours.
Yeah.
And I know you can like lie about the hours and stuff like that. There are obviously the kids
Yeah.
that do that. But like there's no point. Like there's a reason to doing it. Like you're just opening your eyes to like different areas
Yeah.
that like maybe you could have a future in or
Yeah.
Yeah.
so-
can be passionate about.
There's
And definitely you go.
well, I was gonna basically say what he said. Like, there's a reason why colleges want to see you do that.
Mhm.
Like, they don't want you
Yeah.
to fake them, obviously.
Yeah.
But they want to see like you helping out the community, even though like in a way we're forced to,
Yeah.
kind of. But like, they want us to have those experiences
Mhm.
coming into
And
college.
grow from them.
Because like we're kids, right?
Yeah.
And we're literally just like moving out.
Mhm.
We're gonna have to be more independent, have to like take it upon ourselves to do certain things, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, I think those experiences definitely benefit us.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. And also, if you're listening, start early. I'm not sure how old. Like, if you're a junior already, it's already too late. You should be starting.
It's not too late, but
yeah.
like
Like I completed. I
you're
started
gonna
junior.
rush.
I started junior year, and it was hell. I had to get 75 hours done, which over 2 years of high school doesn't seem like that much, but high schoolers are busy.
yeah,
Like
and
there was only every other weekend
Well,
where I could
also,
volunteer my time.
it's like, let's say you have the time. Not only do you have to have the time available, but you have to go out and find these opportunities because you're competing against a bunch of other high schoolers that
Yeah.
are trying to have the same goal.
Yeah, community. Yeah,
If you do it early, that's going to benefit you so much.
yeah. Charity events want you, but only if you want them.
Yeah, and not only do they want you, they want all the other kids lined up to volunteer for them.
Yeah,
You
so
know?
it's
Yeah.
so it's definitely something that you have to
Start early.
make
for
time
sure.
to do.
And
Yeah, the only thing is like with Corona, maybe it's a little hard.
yeah, I don't know if they'll have like a little.
Well, they also accept donations kind of
Oh, yeah,
as
they
service
do.
hours. Like at our school, at
Sometimes.
least, if you donated whatever amount of food or drinks or whatever to a place, as long as they documented it, you could count that as your hours, which isn't helping directly, obviously, but it is still helping.
It's definitely
Because that food's
It's definitely
going.
still helping.
Yeah,
going back to connections again.
yeah,
I think one advice if you want to, I guess, make it easier for yourself
Mhm.
is to have a connection with someone that either works at a certain place where you can volunteer or owns that
Oh,
charity.
okay. Yeah,
So that way, they know you, they can trust you. Whenever you need them, they'll be there to give you that opportunity.
and whenever they need you, they can reach out to you,
Exactly.
and
so
that provides more opportunities.
yeah, and it also is a reliable place if you're in need of hours. You can always go to that person.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Like I was in this club and and we had plenty of events that like I knew that I could go to and it would account towards my hours.
Mhm.
It's 3-0.
Wow.
Jesus.
Smashing.
Well-
That was the Leeds.
Do you want to talk a bit about? We could talk a bit about the Premier League.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So basically, we're all three of us are big soccer fans.
Yeah,
We've talked
definitely.
about this before. And we all support a Premier League team.
Yeah, definitely.
Premier League is basically the English league.
Mhm.
Um,
Well, the top tier.
top tier
English
English league, and that's, I would say it's
It's the most popular league
most
in the world.
popular.
Most like,
Yeah.
competitive.
Mhm.
Definitely.
What was that for last year?
Where all the mostly the best players go there. Obviously, they're good players.
Yeah, for the
Actually,
most-
the two best players in the world aren't in the league.
For the most part, the highest
Yeah.
level of talent is in the Premier League.
Yeah, so we could talk a bit about this season because this season's actually been very interesting.
Yeah, definitely. At least compared to last season, which was a runaway.
So last season, Liverpool was like up by like 30 at some point,
Yeah.
30 points. So there's a point system if you don't know.
Yeah, it's 3 points for a win, 1 point for a draw, 0
Zero.
points for a loss.
And to win the entire league, you got to be number one, obviously. And it's based off of points. So if you win every game.
Well,
you'll have,
it's
you know?
different than American sports leagues. There's not like a playoffs or like a championship per se. It's over the 38 match weeks. Whoever ends up with the most points is the winner. So like a lot of times, winners will just be announced even before the season is over if they can just clinch the amount of points needed compared
Yeah.
to the teams in the table.
If they pull so far away that it's
Yeah.
impossible for any team to catch up, then
Yeah,
then
like
they-
mathematically
Yeah.
impossible.
Then they'll
Yeah.
like clinch it almost like how teams clinch for the playoffs, even though there's still games left in the season. If you're like an American fan and you don't know understand the
So, for
process.
example, last season, since Liverpool was up by so much,
Mhm.
they were already declared winners before the season was
Yeah.
over. But this season, it actually looks like
Yeah, and for anyone that isn't aware, Olivier is a Liverpool fan,
Yeah, I am a Liverpool fan. Jared's a City fan.
Manchester City fan, and Harsh here,
Leicester.
Chelsea.
Chelsea fan.
Harsh is a Chelsea fan. So
Which are all having decent seasons so far. We're not Arsenal.
I mean, yeah, it's okay.
it's okay. Yeah. Well, I'm happy so far.
Well, I would say that City, Liverpool, and Chelsea were the 3 favorites going into the season.
City, Liverpool.
And
yeah,
Well, yeah, I would say always
I'd
the
put
big,
Tottenham
big
there
clubs.
too. Yeah.
Yeah, the top 6 are always like the contenders, but I would say those 3 were the teams where people were like, it's going to be one of these 3 that win.
I think it'll be Liverpool this season. Just the way
You
they're
think?
playing without their full squad.
Yeah.
I
And
think-
they're still playing beautifully.
Well, so I could talk about that a little bit. So
Yeah.
basically so we've had so many injuries this
Mhm.
season, and a lot of them are coming back now, but our biggest injury was our center back who is arguably the best in the world, best defender
I'd
in the
give him
world.
the best.
Like a healthy, obviously.
At least top 2, right?
Yeah,
So
we'll assume the best.
yeah, so he actually tore his ACL in a game,
Okay.
which put him out the rest of the season.
Yeah.
Our other center back next to him also got a knee injury. They didn't.
Was that Matip?
No,
Joe Gomez.
Oh, Gomez.
So Joe Gomez also sustained a knee injury, had to get surgery. They didn't. I don't know if they ever said like if he tore something or not, but he's out for the remainder of the season as well. So basically, at the moment, we're playing a midfielder at center back with our backup next to him. And actually, right now, most of the squad is back.
Yeah, but there was a game where there was like a period of a
Yeah.
few weeks where there was like just straight backups in the whole lineup.
So yeah, I mean, still being able to get decent results from that, like I think that's something that's good.
Definitely.
Still good to say about the coach. Klopp is very, very solid coach.
Oh yeah, it always helps when you have one of the greatest coaches in the world.
Yeah, and I definitely say, for the team specifically, Klopp is very good for the team, right? Like
Yeah,
he fits,
yeah.
he
He works
fits
well
the
with
team
it,
very
yeah.
well.
Well, because great managers can go to a club and just not fit that style of play,
hmm
and then they just don't look as good as they are.
But like Klopp, for example, he makes those such strong connections with the players. It's like he's their
Yeah.
friend. He's like their dad, right?
Yeah.
So I think that's very important. To like he's almost like family to the players. And you see a lot of coaches that are very separated from the players. They're just there to coach. They're
I
not.
think,
Yeah.
like,
They're not there
an
to be
example
friends.
would be like Mourinho.
Mourinho is actually
he-
pretty close with the Tottenham team.
Well, he's just kind of like he's just
a pretty weird
his,
guy.
his whole career,
Yeah.
he's always been kind of like a hard ass almost. Like he wants the best out of them, but not in like a personal way. He wants the best out of them because they're his players
So
almost.
he wants. Well, his playstyle is also very unique because he doesn't win games, in the way that most teams win games. He wins games in like the least convincing way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like he's
And-
not gonna smash teams week in week out, but he's always gonna get the results.
Or,
Except today.
Yeah,
And-
maybe
and
except
last game.
maybe except today.
And the game before that, they tied against Crystal Palace.
played
They
a
did
lot,
start off the
yeah.
season. They're still a team that's definitely capable of like
Yeah,
pulling
they can-
pulling big
Definitely,
results.
yeah.
I just think their play style is like they can't be consistent. They can't consistently
It's
win
difficult.
with that play
It's
style.
very difficult to be consistent with that play style
Yeah.
for sure.
Because it also relies a lot on
She relies on counters.
It is,
Yeah.
yeah. So it's very defensive and counterattacking.
like Son and Kane, two of their attackers, almost need to be playing well for that team to succeed.
And the
well,
thing
would
is,
say.
I think their team is built for that style of play because if you
Yes,
think about it,
definitely.
you have Son, very quick,
Yeah.
good for counterattacks. You have Kane, who's very good at the long ball,
Yeah.
obviously very good at finishing.
like a support striker almost.
You also have Bergwijn, who's also very fast.
Yeah.
Lucas as well.
Mhm.
And then you have players like Hoiberg and Sissoko who are very who are defensive.
They're gonna
minded.
win the ball back
And
9 times out of 10.
They're strong, solid midfielders, which is important for this. And then they also have a midfielder like Lo Celso, who's a very good passer, has good vision,
Yeah.
and
Also
will be
quick.
able to
Also quick.
and who will be able to play those balls to Son, to Bergwijn,
Yeah.
and then like help that counterattack very well.
Yeah.
I'd say the weak side. I'm honestly like if I was a Tottenham fan, I'd be very happy with the midfield and the attack. I would just say maybe the defense.
I think the
It
defense
can
is,
be a
like,
bit shaky.
I guess
Yeah.
it can be a bit shaky,
Yeah.
but like
I think Reguilon, their left back, was a very good pickup.
Aurier, I think, is
Aurier's-
mistake prone.
But he's
Okay.
had a good season.
Yeah, he's solid, but he definitely is capable of giving up big mistakes.
Yeah, so I think it's just, I mean, if they're on that day, if they're just playing well, then
Yeah.
I mean, they're a very good team.
They're gonna
yeah,
smash
if you look
whoever.
at the result last week against Liverpool, or like whenever that game was, like they had like 27% possession, and that's like a top tier like
Yeah.
team with 27% possession.
Like,
that's
when-
just how they play.
When you see Liverpool Tottenham, you expect a very
You took a
open
very
game.
even, yeah.
Yeah.
very
And
even
well,
game.
to be fair, Tottenham had good chances that they didn't take, but
Yeah.
at the same time, they had 2 shots on target to Liverpool's 11.
Yeah.
But
and
that's just how they play.
It depends on the
That's how they
style of
play,
play. So like
right.
like Man City, the team that I support, obviously, they're very possession based.
Mhm.
Like we might end a game with 73% possession, but we lost 1-0
Mm-hmm.
because we didn't finish our chances, and that's just how the flow of games can go.
And especially when you are a big team playing a smaller team, they're always going to be very defensive.
Yeah,
Definitely,
So when we
definitely.
played against Everton, they just got that early goal because of Mendy.
Mm-hmm.
Mendy giving the pen, and then they just sat back and parked the bus for 90 minutes. And we couldn't do anything.
And that's
Yeah.
so frustrating as a fan.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's
to
like
watch.
it's
Yeah.
so annoying to
Yeah.
watch. That's there was another game that happened to us in.
You know, it's a running theme in Manchester City games. Like our average possession throughout the season, it's going to be like 65% or something like that.
Mhm.
But our goal difference might be not be as high as a team like Liverpool's. But the win results would be. It really like depends on game to game.
Well, I would actually say for City specifically, last season, or not last season, when they were like at their best,
Yeah.
they were smashing teams.
Oh yeah.
But
Well,
I
they
would
were
say-
probably one of the best Premier League teams of all time. The Centurions.
They're in that conversation.
Mhm.
But I would say last season and this season, they're getting.
I think last season Man City was very good.
Yeah, definitely. I
I
think
think
there
that
was
was
just
one of the best City squads. of
Wait,
this.
last season.
2
The season
seasons ago.
before. Last season was when Liverpool was up by like 30 points.
Oh yeah, but I'm just saying like they
Like, we
City
still
in
were.
the end, like City like in Champions League, City was playing really
Yeah.
well. They just got fucked in the second.
Yeah, last year was our year, I think, and we fluffed it.
Okay, I
Yeah,
see what
this
you're
year they're
saying.
struggling.
We really are focusing on the Champions League though.
Yeah.
Like we are really trying to pull results out of that.
Also, City has the easiest draws I've ever seen.
They
Their
do.
group was
Okay,
the worst
To
group I've
be
ever
fair,
seen.
Liverpool's group wasn't
Like super
easy.
difficult either.
Or I mean, yeah, it wasn't difficult this year. And their draw,
Who was in Liverpool's group?
it was Atalanta, Ajax,
Okay, yeah.
and Midtjylland.
Yeah, which is
Midtjylland's like, but they were the champions of like Denmark. To be
Yeah,
fair,
but-
Yeah,
but
but
still,
they
still.
got
Yeah,
they
yeah.
got slapped.
so. I mean, it's also soccer is such like you can say Liverpool is gonna pull 3 points out of every match against those teams, but they're not just because of the way soccer games flow and like how they are. Like Midtjylland could go beat Liverpool 1-0 and then boom, they've already lost. They've
they
lost
could just
2
get
points.
some early pen, score, and
Yeah.
then sit back, and Liverpool won't be able to do anything.
Yeah, like it's an anomaly. Seasons like last season, with Liverpool being so far ahead is like an anomaly. Like it's
Yeah.
like title races are usually super close. Like you don't super often have a team that is just smashing people week in week
Yeah.
out, like Liverpool, like City from 3 seasons ago.
And
like that's not super.
A
Normal.
lot of the wins from Liverpool were actually not big wins. A lot of them were late goals. Just like that, they had that like
Yeah.
grit in them that was able to get those results every
Yeah.
week.
Like they were looking to score all the way up till the 92nd, the 93rd minute.
Yeah, so I think that's
Yeah,
I thi-
last
I think that's what gave them such like that advantage, right? Just
Yeah.
getting those late winners, being able to just dominate games.
Like you can
every
tell, you can
week.
tell when a team cares about the win.
Mhm.
Like you
and,
can tell when they give up almost.
and like I would say this season that heart is still there, but it slowed a little bit. I guess maybe the injuries
think-
probably took a toll.
Yeah,
on
injuries
that.
are a big.
I don't
Toll.
even know if it's slowed. I just think that other teams are now like
Mhm.
trying to really make this league competitive. Like we never see teams like Southampton, West Ham, and Everton so high up on the table.
Yeah. Because
Okay.
because certain teams they'll go into a season knowing, hey, we're contending for the title. But when
Yeah.
you're a team like Southampton or Everton, you're taking just everything you can get.
You want to stay in the league if
I mean, they're not
Yeah.
even teams that
are bad.
are contention to like get
Oh.
relegated.
Yeah, exactly.
Like they're focusing on staying in the top 10.
They're just focusing on like growing. And honestly, like
Yeah.
these teams are a lot of times like it's like weird to say, but, like they just like feed into like the bigger teams. Like they just build up the players, and then bigger teams just end up taking those players.
Yeah, that's definitely
Because
that
they
running
have the
theme.
money, yeah.
I would say, like, for example, Southampton's a good example for that because Van Dijk was signed from
Mhm.
Southampton, Mane was signed from Southampton,
Yeah.
Tadic on Ajax was signed from Southampton.
Yeah.
There's
Didn't
like
Mane come from Leipzig?
No, for Southampton.
Keita came from Leipzig,
Mane definitely came from
He-
Leipzig.
but,
he
like-
probably went from Leipzig to Southampton.
but he was bought
Oh,
directly
okay.
from
Yeah, he was
Southampton
bought from Southampton.
when
Yeah,
Liverpool
yeah,
bought him.
yeah,
Yeah, and then
Because I was reading just about
yeah, you're right.
how the whole like Red Bull like
Mhm.
company works.
Yeah.
So they
Oh,
they
yeah.
go to America and Krasnodar. The best players get to play for Leipzig,
Yep.
and then will have their good team, and then some of those players will obviously be sold because they need to make money, like Mane.
Leipzig are a fantastic club.
Yeah, they play.
Yeah,
What they're-
that's
what
what
they're-
Liverpool have. in
What they're
the
able
round
to
of
do
16.
is just like last year in the Champions League to go so far in such like a small club. It's insane.
Wait, who'd y'all draw?
Who, Leon?
They drew
Oh wait, Mönchengladbach. I thought you meant last year.
Ah, dude, y'all so lucky.
Mönchengladbach.
No, but Mönchengladbach are
No, they're bad.
no, they're not bad.
Well,
They're
okay,
not
think about
good.
the teams you could have drew though.
Okay, well yeah, we could have drawn.
I
Like,
would say the only worst team is
Porto.
Porto, and you guys could you even?
No,
We
they
beat
couldn't.
Porto.
draw
Yeah, you
Porto.
couldn't even draw them
yeah,
because
they
they
were
were
in
in
the
their
same
group.
group.
Well, who did Liverpool draw? You said.
Leipzig.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's
It's
a
not
tough
the
draw.
hardest team, but it's still a good team.
Yeah, still a
So
solid team to
Leipzig
play
is top
against.
of the Bundesliga.
Oh, are they
They're
sitting
sick.
Oh
there?
no, they're second. They're third. They're third.
Yeah, no, Leipzig are sick. Leipzig are
No,
sick.
I'm saying like out of the teams that could have been drawn,
Yeah.
they're not the top three. You know,
Yeah,
Are they not?
but I mean,
they could be. They could be.
yeah, I mean,
check
we have gotten lucky with the draws, obviously, but but we've done well with what we're.
I would say Lazio was another team that wouldn't have been the best.
Yeah, they're not that
Lazio.
good.
Yeah, no, they're not that solid either.
But yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. The Champions League is it's something that every club just if they win at any point in their history, they're set.
Mhm.
It's something that every club is aspiring for,
Yeah,
and only a fair few are able to reach that.
Mhm.
So it's like it's a gift to even be playing in the Champions League and to win it
It's
again
4-0.
is, gosh,
I think
Wow.
the hardest teams were probably Barca,
I don't know.
Atletico. I mean,
Yeah.
out of the teams that
Yeah, out of the teams available,
out of the teams that could have been
Juve.
drawn,
Juve
Barca.
definitely.
Juve was in the first. Juve got Juve. who
Wait,
got
are we
first?
talking about just for Liverpool?
I'm just talking about like
In general,
who
for the teams to
who the
draw.
teams that placed first in their groups could draw.
Okay.
So like
I thought you were
because
just naming the
all
teams.
three of our teams placed first.
Okay.
Yeah,
So I guess Mönchengladbach was probably the third easiest.
who are the other two? Lazio.
I'd say
and,
Lazio and Porto.
Yeah, Porto's probably the easiest.
But I
Yeah,
watched
I
the
agree.
because I'd bet that Mönchengladbach would beat Real Madrid in the last game
Okay.
Oh wow.
because Real Madrid had lost both
Yeah.
their games to Shakhtar.
Shakhtar.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
and
I was
Shakhtar
like-
only had like two players,
Yeah.
two starters on the first game that they beat Real Madrid.
Yeah.
They had because everyone had COVID.
Crazy.
Yeah,
That's
so
so
I just
funny.
I just thought Mönchengladbach had like a good chance, but I watched the game. Real Madrid played like phenomenally. Like,
Well, they are a
Benzema's-
team that's
Benzema's
capable of
crazy,
doing
yeah.
that.
And they had Ramos back, so
Yeah.
he
Well, I
helped out
think
a
they
lot.
did have Ramos for one of the Shakhtar games.
No, the
Neither?
Mönchengladbach was the first game he came back for.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Mönchengladbach they're not like bad, obviously. Like no
Yeah.
team at this stage in the Champions League is going to be poor, but there's going to be ones that are easier to draw, obviously.
Yeah. like the games that are pretty guaranteed are City are going to go through, Bayern are going to go
God, we said that
through.
last year against Lyon and we didn't go through. So.
True.
No, you went through round of 16.
Oh no, but I mean
against
when we
Lyon.
went up against Lyon.
Yeah.
But anything can happen though.
Anything can happen.
Yeah, that's
But I mean,
it's the same thing.
I guess because this is spread into two games, right? Home and away, like a
Yeah, home and away.
So I think just because of that, like it'll more or less even out. Like chances are you're not gonna get like slapped by Mönchengladbach twice.
Yeah. Like we between two games we should be winning the result there.
Yeah, you should just you're just better at scoring. So you
Yeah.
should score
Like
well.
even if it was one game, we should be taking the result there.
I think Liverpool like could lose. Like Leipzig's obviously
Yeah, I
a
agree.
Yeah,
good
Leipzig's
team.
definitely capable.
Juve will probably beat Porto.
Especially
PSG Barca is like PSG should win, but I don't know. Like
If is Neymar
they're
going to be
okay.
healthy for the
Yeah,
game?
he'll be healthy. It'll
Then
be
they
February.
should win if Neymar's.
But
gonna be
Barca's
playing.
like playing like fairly well. I mean, I guess
dude,
they
sometimes
tied
I watch
yesterday.
PSG though, and they're a bit questionable.
But so are Barca.
The PSG
Oh, well,
the way
Barca's
PSG
not good.
played against United though was
Yeah.
Neymar
Yeah.
played really well.
Yeah, yeah,
Also, the whatever the last group stage game was, where he scored like 3 times. He was so good
Yeah.
that game.
Yeah. Well, yeah,
That was,
Barca are just.
Istanbul. Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean, Barca are just if.
he was.
Gosh.
Barca can show obviously. They
Yeah,
can show
but they can also do the
Well,
complete
like,
opposite.
did you guys watch the Juve Barca game? The most
No,
recent
I watched
one?
the highlights.
I
I
was
watched
watching the
the
So-
Chelsea game during it.
So I was
Mm.
watching that game, and like, Barca lost 3-0,
Yeah,
but they did not. I thought they were the better team,
Oh wow.
that's what a lot of people said.
and
Because it was like 2 pens or 1 pen.
two pens.
Two pens,
Mhm.
Yeah,
both on Ronaldo.
and well, Ronaldo got fouled on the first one. It was
Ronaldo.
it was like a pen, but like obviously it wasn't a strong pen.
Yeah.
And then the other one was just like an unlucky handball. Those happen a lot. So, and Ronaldo bagged both. But Messi had like 8 shots on target.
Yeah, I
that
heard he
game.
played. He played well. He played.
But
well.
like, I mean, you could also argue that's not good finishing. But like, he definitely played better than Ronaldo.
Messi on City next season.
That's what I was just about to bring that up. It might happen.
Dude, I was
But I
so
think-
looking forward to that this
I
year.
don't know, dude.
He can move for free,
Yeah.
but I don't know if like I think it's very dependent on how they play in the Champions League this year because
City?
no,
Yeah.
how
Oh,
Barca
Barca
play. If
play.
Barca go far, then he has no reason to leave.
No, I think he's gonna leave regardless. I just don't know if it'll be to City.
Where else though?
There's a few different people are saying Juve. I don't know if that's actually
No,
gonna happen.
No way.
That
I
would be
would-
a mad.
No,
I
no,
can't
but
imagine
that would be
Messi.
so sick.
That would be. I think if I could like as just a fan of soccer, I don't want him to go to City. I want him to go to Juve.
Yeah, to play with Ronaldo.
That would be
the
an absolute
Let's
madness.
go. Leeds pulled him back.
Oh, okay.
comeback. For Liverpool, I'd say the biggest possible signing we could have is Holland.
I would
I
would
heard
also
about
say
that.
for Man City, the biggest
I heard
possible signing we could
Liverpool-
have is Holland.
I heard Liverpool's looking at Mbappe.
Mbappe as well.
Yeah.
But Mbappe, most likely, Salah or Mane would have to leave.
Yeah, definitely.
Why? Why can't Mbappe
Funds.
just play as a striker?
Funds. Like,
Funds
Oh.
wise, like they couldn't
If
afford to
he's-
have that three
Yeah.
I
on
mean,
the
I
club.
guess.
and
It would be difficult.
But if Mbappe like, because I'm sure Mbappe is like,
well, he already said he wants to leave.
yeah, that's
Yeah,
what I
he
was
is
saying.
going
He's
to.
pretty much done with that league.
But-
Like, he's ready to go into
Yeah.
like.
If I'm
The
honest,
Prem.
though, I would rather keep Salah and Mane and get Holland rather than have one of them go.
Yeah,
and
Holland
get
is
Mbappe.
Holland's
Yeah,
solid.
Holland he's going to be the best striker in the world.
And I would be happy to have
I don't know.
Firmino behind Holland.
You don't think so?
He's like Ronaldo.
No. Well, yeah, but like
Well, we're
because Holland's so young and Ronaldo is
like he says
by
eventually.
yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't
eventually-
think he is the best striker in the world. Lewandowski's the best striker in the world. But I think in 5
When-
years,
Yeah, when all
Holland-
these players are like
Yeah,
getting
yeah.
out.
because Messi and Ronaldo in 5 years, I mean,
Well, Messi's not even you can't even say he's a striker.
yeah, not
Yeah.
anymore. I think they'll both.
They've been playing McCam a lot, right?
What do you think Ronaldo
Center
will be
forward,
playing in
yeah.
5 years?
Yeah, he'll play.
5, but like
No, no.
at this level,
Oh no.
He said that he still will be.
I mean,
Yeah,
if
I mean,
you like
maybe like
Ibra,
Zlatan,
Ibra's like what?
like
40. He's
something?
39.
Yeah.
And they're top of the Serie A. They
Yeah,
scored
like he's
the
still playing. He's still playing at a sick level.
They
Is he
scored the
top scorer?
fastest goal in Serie A history today.
Oh, really?
6 seconds.
Jeez, I didn't hear about that. But I think Holland within the next like few seasons has the potential to be the best
Yeah,
striker in the
I
world.
think he just needs to leave Dortmund. Like he can't grow.
yeah, he
anymore
can't
from
grow
that
there.
team.
Same with Sancho. Sancho has to leave Dortmund
Yeah.
as well.
Dortmund is just like not good.
Definitely. But no, I think Holland. Gosh, I mean, if I think if Man City, the
don't
season
know.
Man City get Holland, we're winning the league.
Well, I'm not to burst your bubble, but I think like Liverpool is favorited.
Right now, of course. Yeah.
Yeah.
They've
Yeah, but
already.
I'm always gonna back my team. I'm
No,
always
no,
gonna back City.
favorited to get Holland, not to win.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. Just because of the big
Yeah,
deal that they have,
yeah.
and we're not like really like I think we're Pep personally, the manager, is obviously looking to sign probably Messi over Holland just because he's
You think?
Pep. Yeah,
But
I think
For
so.
the
have to pay-
if he's
would you
being
have to
smart
pay
for the
for
club,
Holland?
you get Holland.
Smart for the club. We want Holland,
Probably
obviously.
200
but I mean,
something.
I think that Pep definitely needs like but he wants to win the Champions League, and he'll have a
Yeah.
better chance at that if he gets Messi now.
Yeah, then
But obviously, for the long term for his
Haaland
team,
would be
it's
great.
not like
well, he just re-signed until 2023.
Holland.
No, Pep.
Oh yeah.
He just re-signed. So realistically, if we want to win now, we sign Messi, and we can very well
I
win the
think
Champions
Messi will
League next
still
season.
be the best player in the world for the next couple of years.
Couple. I think Mbappe could take it from him if he goes to a bigger club.
I think Mbappe is like good, but like overrated.
I think that Neymar's still better than Mbappe.
I think Neymar's better. I think Neymar still places third in the world.
Yeah, same for me.
Actually, I maybe fourth behind Lewandowski.
Yeah, Lewandowski's pretty good.
Lewandowski's pretty filthy.
But I think Mbappe
it's hard
definitely.
for me because just like the level of skill that Neymar.
Yeah.
I think Mbappe definitely could take that from them though. I think if he plays at a higher level
Eventually.
at a bigger club.
It's
For
like-
me,
like
it's
so-
hard because I know Mbappe is a good player, but he's like special, but I don't see him being like in. I don't know, dude. It's hard for me when I'm watching him. I don't see that
I don't see that like him just like
dominating a
just
game.
like
Yeah.
I don't
controlling.
see
Like
I see
leading
Neymar
his
doing
team to
that.
victory, yeah.
Yeah.
I see
Neymar said
Messi
that-
doing that.
Neymar said that he wants to play on the same team as Messi again.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
so
that would
when
be
when they
sick.
drew
City?
Barca,
City.
when they drew Barca, like right away, he posted a picture of him and Messi and saying like, "See you
Yeah,
soon, my
yeah,
friend," and stuff like
Yeah.
that. So yeah, they're definitely. Well, I think Neymar, he likes Messi a little more than Messi likes.
Why?
No, I'm joking.
Oh.
No,
Yeah, if Pep wants to win now, he'll go for Messi, and we have a chance to win the Champions League next season. But the better signing would obviously be Haaland.
I did see a report that
So why
said,
can't they do both? Messi's free.
No, but the contract space that's
"Oh, like wages."
that would be an insane.
like how
Yeah.
much you have to pay.
we'd have to get rid of Bernardo definitely.
Because
Well,
City
Bernardo
hasn't-
Bernardo and
hasn't
Jesus were
made
both
any
involved
big
in the
signings
deal.
recently, right?
Huh?
Not like massive signings.
Yeah, City.
Well, they always spend so much.
I
Yeah,
mean,
but not as much
They
as
got
last
the
year.
oil
So like, well,
Ake and Torres were the biggest signings this season.
well, and you signed Ruben Diaz.
Yeah, but he wasn't that much. He wasn't as much as Ake and Torres.
Yeah, but 3 players is like, or how, was
I
there
mean,
not more?
we sound like a whole new squad.
Yeah. Well,
yeah,
Ake.
Chelsea went.
well,
Well,
to-
that's because you guys had a transfer ban though.
Yeah.
Last
Well,
year.
we did sign 2. Well, Ferran is like in and out of the starting lineup, but Ake's been a backup most of the season.
Yeah, and Ruben's been starting.
Ruben's been sick.
Who else, except for that own goal? Who else against West Brom? Was that all the signings?
This season, yeah, that was this past
Okay.
summer.
Actually,
that was the big
that's
3
not
signings,
too much then.
which isn't like for a Big 6 team. 3 signings is not like out of the realm of possibility every season.
Yeah, I think for Liverpool it was just
Tsimikas.
Simikas and Thiago, who's been injured. Most
Yeah,
of the
Thiago's
season.
been a good signing while he was healthy though.
Yeah, for sure. Well, yeah, he played Chelsea game.
He obviously
and
didn't play
then-
that much.
Yeah.
Who do you guys think, like, for every position, like, who's the best player? in the
Oh, should we
world?
just do like
run
a world
a
11?
World 11?
Okay, okay.
I think.
Wait,
well, I'll
what's
start
our
off.
We'll
wait,
go
wait.
back to front.
Formation.
Yeah, wait. I was gonna start
4-3-3.
off with.
4-3-3,
Yeah,
yeah.
I was gonna start off with the FIFA Pro World 11. I don't think it was correct.
Oh, probably not, yeah. So I think goalkeeper-wise, damn, it's raining.
Sorry guys, it's raining outside.
Dude, that's so
All
unfortunate.
right, well, yeah. God, I got the
I
cracks
think
out today.
goalkeeper is probably
Neuer.
Allison.
Wait,
Not
so,
Neuer.
okay.
We're talking about right now.
Wait, okay,
Right
okay,
now.
hold on. We're not thinking about form. We're just saying who we think's the best.
The best in the world.
Yeah.
So, like for example, we can like Messi hasn't been scoring that much, right?
I'd still put him back right wing.
Well, it should
Okay.
be a combination of
We'll do that.
form and
Yeah, just
how good they
like-
actually are.
Okay.
Like we all know, Messi is the best in the world, so he's still gonna go in there.
Well, because
Spoiler alert.
so goalkeepers, you have Oblak, Allison,
Neuer,
Neuer,
Ederson.
No.
Ter Stegen. Well, he would be
Ter Stegen.
he'd be
I know,
after
I know.
all 4 of
Yeah,
those.
he would be 5th probably.
So
Who do you put first?
I'd
I think
put Neuer.
Allison or Neuer. But because
I'm gonna-
Neuer's not, like, crazy right now.
bro,
He
the,
was crazy. He
I think
was
I'm
crazy,
thinking. Well, he did just win world's best goalkeeper.
I guess.
I think I would put Neuer personally.
should we vote? I mean, I'm obviously gonna say Allison.
I'm obviously not gonna be upset if you guys put out. Like if we
I
put
mean,
Allison in
what
there,
was-
it's
what
not.
was, like...
Allison got in the World 11 somehow.
Yeah, that was.
What was
Bananas.
Liverpool's...
Clean sheets.
No, yeah, last season, what was, like, their goal difference? Or, like, goals conceded?
Oh gosh, I don't know. I mean, I don't know if that's like.
Here, it's easy to look up.
I mean, it's obviously not, like, the
So,
perfect metric.
okay,
It's like a
so-
metric.
It was 85 goals for, 33 goals against.
And like, what were other teams looking like?
So that was the best defensive record. The second was Man City with 35 goals against, but they did score a lot more goals.
That's just how it would be.
But defensively, Liverpool had the least goals against.
And then Bayern last season had 100 goals for, and they have 32 goals against.
So I think the only problem with that is that Liverpool's obviously playing in a much harder league.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Like Bayern's coming up against.
Like Bayern's
Mainz.
stats will always be like somewhat inflated.
Well, are we like we can agree that the reason why, like you're saying, Neuer is because they won, right? Like,
Yes.
who do you think is the actual better goalkeeper? Because you have to consider that Liverpool got knocked out by Atletico Madrid
Mhm.
because partial of the reason was Adrian playing
in
making
the
mistakes.
Champions League, yeah.
And he made mistakes that resulted in their goal.
Yeah, so other than like the clean sheets and how well the team played, just straight up goalkeeper.
I'd give it to Neuer.
I think I would
Really?
straight off of
I'd say
goalkeeping.
Neuer
I'd give it
right
to
now,
Neuer.
I guess.
Okay,
I
well,
think
but
I think I would
also
say
Neuer just has like that legacy of like
yeah.
he's
That's what
been
I'm saying.
such a crazy goalkeeper.
well, especially like a few years ago, it was Neuer.
Who do you
no
think's
doubt.
better? Who do you think's
Yeah.
better with their feet though? Because they're both not great with their feet. Like they're not like Ederson level with their feet, but they're both solid.
I mean, yeah, they have to be solid.
Well, yeah.
Can't be
I mean,
pro
I-
soccer.
Well, no, like Oblak
just-
isn't like Oblak out of those 5 that we mentioned is probably the worst with his feet.
Yeah.
But he could potentially be the best goalkeeper.
I would say between Allison and Neuer, like with their feet, I'd say it's pretty even.
Yeah.
Because
Like not one of them isn't
the
miles
only
above.
Neuer, they both are very like they come out goalkeepers,
Yeah,
especially
definitely.
Neuer. But you see that with Allison too. Like one long ball down the line, Allison's like outside of his box heading it away.
Yeah, I think like with a cool head, Neuer is probably better, but on the ball, Allison might be better. Like
Okay.
distributing,
Alright.
distributing. So it's really even.
So left backs.
I mean, I
Left
think this
backs
one's
are
pretty
hard.
easy.
It's
No, I'm saying like left back. Like there aren't like that many like
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah,
left
yeah.
backs.
So
I mean,
let's
I
say,
think we
say
should-
top 3 left backs. It's
Alfonso
Robbo.
Davies.
I don't think.
Alphonso
I think Davies just needs to grow a little.
Yeah,
He's
definitely.
like not
Davies,
there.
Robertson.
Yeah.
And
Cancelo.
Dude, he's so underrated.
Cancelo.
I know I said Walker's underrated just because I think he's
is
sick.
Cancelo the third best left
Wait,
back
who
in
are the other
world?
2 you said?
Robertson and Alfonso.
Robertson from Liverpool.
I wouldn't put Alfonso there.
You
Just
don't
because he's
think?
too young to be called one of the best.
Yeah.
He is solid,
He
but
is
like
still-
If we're saying that, we should say Robertson.
Well, because I'm gonna say Furlan Mendy on Real Madrid.
yeah.
And I'm also gonna say
I don't know if there's anyone really.
I mean,
Jordi Alba. Not
No.
now.
Yeah, not
Not
now.
now.
3 seasons ago, he was definitely the best. We can say Robertson,
Okay.
I think.
I think it's easily
Well, I saw this stat
for
the other
me.
day. Since in the Premier League, since the beginning of the
Yeah.
1920 season, or was it the 18-19? Has the most assists out of
Yeah,
any player,
28
level with De
assists.
Bruyne,
Who?
obviously. Robertson.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
And
That's
dude,
insane.
when you're watching Robertson,
He's a workhorse.
He's
like,
pretty filthy.
he-
Yeah.
not only is he like great at like crossing,
Yeah,
right? That's what
obviously.
the Liverpool fullback. But he hustles. He doesn't get tired.
Yeah, he's a
It's
workhorse.
crazy
It's insane.
and he's a good defender too.
Yeah, definitely
Like
solid.
one on
defender,
one, it's
definitely solid
difficult to
defender.
get past him.
Yeah.
I'd say.
We can say Robertson is the left back then.
And we'll just do like top 2 center backs because there's 2 center back positions and they switch around.
We should
a
go
lot.
right back.
Let's go right back.
Let's go right back.
So,
So
who
for
are we saying?
me-
We're saying Trent is up there.
I'm saying
Walker's
yeah,
up
Trent.
I'd
there.
say Trent
Walker,
Walker.
James.
No, not now. He's
Okay,
too. This
okay.
is his
Yeah,
first
no, not
season.
Reece James.
I
In a
thought
few
you
years
were gonna
though.
say it,
Have
so-
you like
In a few
if
years
you've
though,
seen
he's
him
sick.
play, though,
He's
like,
sick.
Yeah, I know.
He's
he's
sick. In a
disgusting.
few years,
The
I
ball
think he'll
doesn't
be
get
up there.
past him. His crosses are insane.
Should we
Who
say
do you think are you saying he's better than Wan-Bissaka
Yeah,
right now? Maybe
at
not.
defending?
right now for sure.
At defending?
Well, no, right now form wise, no, but I don't know.
Really?
Wan-Bissaka,
Wan-Bissaka might be a better.
Like,
it's so hard to
Right,
get
what's
past
on
defender,
it?
Wan-Bissaka.
but no, Wan-Bissaka can't attack for his life.
Yeah, no. Reece James going forward is miles better.
I just
Yeah,
even
he's
Wan
better,
Bissaka,
he's
like I think defensive wise, like
No,
Reece James-
No,
No,
Wan-Bissaka,
he's
he might
such
be
a
the
good tackler.
he might be the hardest right back to get past in the Prem.
Really?
You think you're past him and he just slide tackles.
If you're going 1-on-1 with any right back in the Prem,
I
he's
think
the one you least want to go up
Wan-Bissaka's
against.
Really?
Like, yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I don't watch United play enough.
But that's obviously
But,
not the only part of a right back. Like he's not the best
Yeah.
right back because
That's-
he's so
That's
bad going
half of being a
forward.
right back. I mean,
Yeah.
also depending on
It's like
the
it depends on the
style,
system. Yeah.
the style of how that team plays. Because sometimes teams will just have their right back stay back.
Yeah,
But,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
Chelsea makes James like run around.
Yeah. And like same with Liverpool and Trent. Like he's able to go forward and like on set
Yeah.
pieces and stuff.
All right,
And
let's
set pieces, Trent is obviously.
So we're saying
disgusting.
Trent or Walker.
I'm saying Trent.
I'd say Trent.
It's fair. It's fair. It's not bad.
Okay, center
I'd say
backs.
we'll put Van Dijk for sure. We can't even.
Van
Van
Dijk
Dijk.
and Sergio
I
Ramos.
guess. Can we say Van Dijk because he can't play right now though?
Yeah.
He wouldn't make the 11 right
We,
now.
I think we count it.
Should we do an honorable mention and then do an actual one?
Nah, I think we're saying.
But I
regardless
think
of
we're
injuries.
saying like right now. Like,
We are saying
who's
right now.
playing.
But like, all right.
I'd
Because
put-
we could say Alphonso Davies, but he's
okay,
not developed
let's
yet.
say Van Dijk, but then let's say a backup.
We'll say Van Dijk's our honorable mention.
So
I'll
I'm
say
saying-
Van Dijk would have it if he was playing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
So
say
to-
Van Dijk, Sergio Ramos,
Alaba's up there.
easily.
I would
That's
put
the two.
Thiago Silva there. Thiago Silva been playing has he not been playing like insane?
He's been playing well, yeah.
He's been playing.
Also, like he wasn't supposed to get re-signed for PSG. Then after
Mhm.
they made finals, he got a call to get re-signed, but
Mm.
he was like, "Nah."
What about Varane and Laporte?
well,
I
Laporte is
think
the same
Laporte
thing
has
as.
not been playing super well. Recently.
Well, he hasn't.
He hasn't
Just
really
been playing, period.
Yeah, like Stones has been playing over him.
And it's weird
Well, it's
because
because
Laporte's not really
he's-
injured.
He's healthy.
Like he's on
healthy.
the team sheet.
Well, Pep this season, I think he saw what he did last season, where he's just playing people just because of their names.
What about
Stones has been playing sick recently, so it's like if you bench Stones now, Stones is already going to lose confidence that he might have lost last season when he only got a bit of playing.
what about
time.
like PK?
No,
No.
not now.
Not
the
now,
glory days
yeah.
are over. Long way.
So we're saying Alaba,
Nah, not
Varane, Sergio Ramos, Thiago Silva. Those are our four right now. Other than Van Dijk,
Alaba right
obviously.
now? You think? I mean, Chelsea might sign him.
Well, this is also a combination of the end
Chelsea's
of last
trying to sign
season.
him.
That's also like a factor as well.
Yeah, of course.
Like
Just like how-
the second half of last season and the first half of this season is kind of what we're going
Yeah.
off of. So we're
Um,
saying
You think for
I think Sergio Ramos is definitely in there.
Yeah,
I mean, if we want to make this easy on ourselves, let's just say Sergio Ramos and Van Dijk.
and we'll and then
It's
let's
not
do a-
bad.
let's
We're
do a
barely past the
replacement for
defense.
Van Dijk.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's not obviously.
Who? Okay, let's say you have a backup on the bench. Who is it?
I think I might say Alaba.
Right now, though, I don't know if Alaba's like.
It's because Alaba's so versatile. though.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
why I would
that's
choose
true.
him.
I
I
guess
love
Alaba's
players
good.
that can be like that like play like that are
So
awesome.
midfield.
Okay, so
think that-
let's go with the
A
defensive
Cam,
midfield.
center mid,
So like an
defensive.
So I
8,
think
a 10, and a.
CDM
It's
has to be
Kimmich.
Conte.
I'm
It's
saying
Kimmich.
I would say Conte.
I'm saying Kimmich as well.
I'm saying Kimmich.
Really?
I'm
Yeah.
saying Kimmich. To be that good at a position,
The thing about Conte though is when he does
Conte
play,
doesn't lose the ball.
when he's
Yeah,
placed
yeah.
in CDM, that he's really good. When he's not playing CDM,
He's not as good, yeah.
Yeah.
But we're talking about like CDMs. I would give
It's
it to
between
Conte, but
Kimmich-
I guess I'm a little biased. But like,
yeah,
It's
I don't
between-
know.
I still
Kimmich
think
and
Conte
Conte.
like is just the way he's been playing. He's been carrying.
But Kimmich last year, bro.
The reason we had that 18 game streak is because of Conte.
But I also think Bayern's midfield last season, Thiago and Kimmich.
Kimmich is like okay. He's not
He's-
that good.
No, he's world class.
Well, he's also so good. I think he's probably get better going forward than Conte.
No, Conte. Did you see Conte's cross to Giroud?
No,
Okay,
no.
okay,
Gone?
but
I think
That was a filthy cross.
I think going forward,
it's pretty close.
I don't think that matters though because Kimmich used to play right back.
Well, they have to be able to distribute.
I think Conte pushes forward more than Kimmich.
Conte goes forward and comes back a lot.
I think
He's
Conte.
everywhere.
I think Conte might be better in the attack.
Maybe.
And that's like I think that's still like important for CDM
Yeah, it
to be able to go
because
forward,
obviously
yeah.
for counters, like if he gets the ball, he's just like a fast little guy. Obviously, he did pick up the ball last game. Did you see that?
Like just
Oh,
picked it up.
just
with
Like,
his
picked it
hands.
up.
someone threw it in and he thought it was a foul. Like there was like a foul, so he just picked it up and everyone's like, "What is happening?" But
So
no, I mean like I still think he's pretty filthy.
so should we just
You know what? I don't think there will be another Chelsea player in this, so we'll give it to Conte.
okay I guess that's fair. I guess that's fair.
Okay.
I think KDB has to.
Well,
be.
that's our attacking midfielder.
The
Yeah, that's our attack. I think
Okay.
that's undisputed. It's
okay,
KDB.
KDB. We'll go with Kevin De Bruyne.
Dude, he played.
I mean-
played so sick against Southampton.
Yeah,
He played
okay.
so
What
I was
about
gonna
straight
say,
You watched
center?
that game?
no, I didn't watch it.
He played so
What about
sick.
straight center mid?
Thiago's in the discussion.
I'm gonna say Thiago.
I don't know.
De Jong.
Yeah,
I don't know about anymore.
Thiago De Jong.
Also, a
yeah.
CDM to just consider is Fabinho, but
Weston
I guess
McKennie?
he's playing
I think we'll give him center
CB,
back.
right?
But
Weston
Fabinho's
McKennie?
so good. Oh, I think
I'd say, I guess not Pogba right now.
No, not really.
I'd
Pogba's
say
playing like shit.
I'd say Henderson.
I think Henderson.
I think I'd rather say Thiago than Henderson.
Henderson's so good, dude. If you need to watch
Isn't he more of a
What about,
defensive
like-
mid this season?
what about,
this
like,
past
Modric?
year or so?
Modric.
Oh, Modric is a good shout as well.
Modric, Cruz,
Goretzka.
Goretzka.
Yeah, Goretzka's a
Muller.
good shout.
There's so many.
No,
Muller's more
sits
attacking
along
to me,
Muller's
though.
attacking.
Yeah, I put him in Cam more.
Wijnaldum.
So should we give it
Lynch.
3? Should we give it 3?
Wijnaldum's been good.
Henderson.
If you guys don't want Henderson, that's okay, but I would always put
So
Henderson.
if we put 3, we'll do what? Henderson, Thiago, Modric.
Pjanic is good. I guess maybe
Pjanic,
not
he's
top
not
2.
good.
Yeah, no, not top.
See, wait, why don't we see who's in contention for Team of the Year?
Why don't you just look at
Well,
the
they already
World
decided.
11
They already
that's there?
decided the team of the year. The FIFA one, the World 11.
Is that the one that they're doing for the game, the video game?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh,
That's what they.
I
Always,
didn't-
I'm pretty sure that's what they always base it off of. Because they'll give the 99 to the world.
Wait, they already
the,
decided on the team?
the
I don't
FIFA,
think
the
it's-
FIFA Pro World 11.
I don't think
which is
that
like
one's
FIFA's.
gonna be the same one.
Is that this season's? No, that's not. That's last season. That's last season. Oh no, that's not what they go off
They
of.
haven't
then.
decided.
Yeah, they don't go off the FIFA Pro World. What do they go off of then? For their team of the year? Do they? Oh no! Last
They
year they
just
did
go
a
off-
community vote team of the year. I'm pretty sure.
Okay, so for goalkeepers, they have De Gea, Ter Stegen, Lloris, Alisson, Courtois, Donnarumma, Navas.
Wait. Let's
Alisson,
not do
Ronaldo.
goalies.
Yeah,
Let's
we're
just
doing
go into
center
midfield.
mids,
Just
right?
go to center mid. Yeah. Do they have like a top 3 or?
Wait, they already
something?
did their FIFA Pro World 11.
They just have all the ones that are in contention. So you want me to read them out?
Here's
They have
here's
Thiago, Coutinho, De Bruyne, De Jong, Conte, Busquets, Goretzka, Henderson, Modric, Pogba, Kimmich, Casemiro, Cruz, Muller, and Fernandez.
I think we should say. I think Thiago would probably be my vote
I'm happy with
out of
Thiago.
all of
happy with
those.
Thiago,
You're happy with
too.
Thiago?
I think
Yeah.
they did give Thiago
Dude, imagine
the
that.
spot.
Yeah,
the
he
team.
in the FIFA Pro World 11 he got the spot. Dude, imagine that midfield though.
I think
Conte, De Bruyne, and Thiago.
yeah,
Insane.
Oh my gosh.
that's
and-
crazy.
That
And
would
you
be
could
a
replace
mad
Conte
move.
with Kimmich too, and
Yeah, I'd be a little better.
maybe a little better.
All right, so should we? Okay, so we've had our
Okay,
three.
let's do this topic.
Yeah, let's wrap up this attack. All right, so left wing.
You wanna look
Neymar.
Neymar.
Neymar, Mane, Sterling. Should that be our 3?
Well, Sterling.
No, but last season he played sick as well.
Sterling would be third out of those.
Sterling would be 3rd out of those.
Son.
Son this season might be ahead of Sterling. Could you say
This
that?
season he's at.
Mane hasn't been scoring too much either, but like just he still plays well.
This season I would say he's at Sterling. So
season.
Neymar, Mane, Sterling.
Bro, how is
Are we saying
even in
Ronaldo?
contention for Team of the Year?
Who?
Because of last
Aubameyang.
season. Because of last season. You know, he got Golden Boot last
Yeah, he
season.
did.
I mean, I guess, but I guess no one will vote for him this
So,
season.
oh heck.
Is
no.
Ronaldo is a left wing,
Yeah, for
He plays striker.
but he plays left wing too.
yeah.
Because Morata's been playing.
So who would you rather have on the left wing as well? So maybe take out Sterling.
I would rather put
Mane, Neymar.
I'd put Ronaldo over Lewandowski as my striker, just because he has that
What?
burst.
Nah,
he has that burst of pace.
Well, hold on.
that
Let's
Lewandowski doesn't have.
let's
Wait,
let's do our left wing. Let's do our
So
left wing.
should we count Ronaldo as a striker in this situation?
Sure, but he's not
Because
gonna
in
make
the
it
World
anymore.
11, it doesn't look. It looks like they counted. They just said forwards.
Oh,
So they
should we
gave
just do
3
3 forwards then?
Not
No, because they have to
Okay,
fit
okay.
the position.
Yeah.
Okay, so left
So-
wing.
I guess
For me, it's either Mane or
I think
Neymar.
I put. Neymar.
I think I'd rather say Neymar.
Okay.
I'd say Neymar, even though like Mane's good. That I just think Neymar's better.
Yeah, I think Neymar would be. The left
Neymar
wing
is
as
more
well.
creative. That's the only thing.
Definitely.
Okay. But I'd say Mane has like that speed that
Yeah, Mane's a little
that's
quicker,
different.
but Neymar's not slow. Obviously, Neymar's
No.
still very quick as well. I think we should say Neymar.
Okay. I did
So-
say he's the 3rd best player in the world, so I guess I can't. I would have.
Yeah,
to
we
say
can't
Neymar.
not put him there.
So
All
it's
right.
striker.
We'll go right wing and top it off with
Right
striker.
wing.
Right wing.
It's
we,
Messi.
We have Messi. What are some options though? At least Messi, Salah.
Salah, yeah.
Oh.
Salah's so sick this season.
He is sick this season.
That
So
bit,
good.
his second goal, or
He-
maybe it was his first
I'm pretty
goal
sure-
yesterday,
No, he has
was filthy.
the
The curl,
second one.
the
The
curl.
left foot, like,
Yeah.
curved to-
No,
oh my
I'm
God.
pretty. Wait, I think he's 13 goals in 13 games this season. Even though they've played 14, he didn't play one because of
Oh,
COVID.
okay.
But I'm pretty sure he's 13 and 13 right now,
Mahrez.
which is insane. Okay,
Mahrez.
well, let's relax.
All right, so what? Salah, Messi. Who even is even in the discussion? Gnabry.
No.
He's on here, but he doesn't.
I don't
Yeah,
think so.
he's
I
not
don't
gonna.
think
He's not.
I
He
don't
wouldn't
think
be
he
the best,
gets it,
obviously.
yeah.
Yeah, he wouldn't be the best, obviously. But he's in the
I
discussion.
mean,
I
let's
guess.
just look up best.
I mean, is that the three that they had?
Yeah, they didn't even
Gnabry,
have.
Salah, Messi.
Yeah, they have those three.
I mean, I think we should just. There's no need to look at it. We just need to settle on Messi.
Settle
Maybe
on
maybe
Messi.
Gareth Bale.
I don't think we need to.
Gareth
Oh.
Bale, not even playing right
Revived.
2 seasons ago. I think we should.
More than 2.
Oh yeah, like 3.
Yeah.
Okay, so should we settle? So Messi's gonna be our right wing. We kind of knew that from the
There's
from the
the
jump.
11.
Well, no
God.
striker.
Oh yeah.
now. Lewandowski
That's
or
our
Lewan-
world 10.
we'll do Lewa. I think it has to be.
really?
I'm
Yeah.
gonna say
It
Lewandowski
has to be.
too.
Say Ronaldo, but I don't know.
I mean, he's not.
It's not like
Ronaldo is top scorer in the Serie A.
Yeah.
he's
But
been
Lewandowski
playing
last season,
crazy.
his goal scoring record last season was in the Champions League. His goal scoring record was I think he had more goals per game.
Ronaldo or Lewandowski.
Lewandowski. I think he had more goals
I
than
mean,
games.
yeah, they obviously
Or-
won the Champions
Yeah,
League.
and it wasn't like he wasn't just like a striker on that team. He was the striker.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
of course. Yeah. Well, so is Ronaldo in a way.
Ronaldo is, but Ronaldo, it's like Ronaldo. How can you not have Ronaldo in your top 11? I guess ideally we would put Messi on the
Ronaldo.
right, Ronaldo on the left, and Lewandowski in the middle.
But like
But I
as
just
a
think because they've been playing Ronaldo and striker, we have to put him as a striker right now.
The
Yeah.
fact that Ronaldo has had an insane season this season too, like makes me start to lean towards him.
And
But
it's just
but
Ronaldo.
It
Like,
How
feels,
would Lewa started
it feels
this season?
so wrong.
I think we can't not put Lewa.
it feels so wrong to not put who he literally won the best player of the world.
Yeah. I think we should.
Lewandowski,
I think we should say
yeah, I
Lewandowski.
guess.
I just think
yeah.
I think that's just who we should settle on. He's something different.
What about the manager?
Wait, hold on. I want to.
I think the
Manager?
Bayern manager should have won.
Wait, guys.
Oh yeah.
So Bayern's played 13 matches, right? Lewandowski has 17 goals.
In 13 this season.
He
He's
scored,
it.
he
It's him.
scored 2 yesterday.
It's him.
It's Lewandowski.
I didn't know how he started off
Yeah,
this
and he
season.
scored that winner yesterday too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
I didn't know how he
first
started
winner.
off this season, but knowing he was 17 goals in 13 matches, I think we have to say
Yeah.
him.
For the best. So okay, are we
It's
saying the
Klopp.
best of last season or just the best manager in the world?
Well, there's 3 that are the best manager in the world then. Pep, Klopp, and Hansi Flick.
I think Pep gets there. I don't think Pep's had enough of a shot.
Well, we're talking about the best manager.
Right now, though.
Well, then who's the third? Because then Klopp and Flick are both there. Who would we say is the third
Zidane.
one?
Even though their season's
Real
been
Madrid's had
shaky.
so many poor outings, though.
Mm,
I don't know. I mean,
Mourinho?
I'm fine with Klopp or Flick. If we just want to leave it to those
just be
two.
Flick because they won the
Because they won the
Champions
Champions
League, and
League,
they're
yeah.
destroying the Bundesliga.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
the-
come on. Like, what if Liverpool was in the Bundesliga?
Well, yeah, obviously. Well,
It'd be a similar result.
yeah, but I mean, but also the Champions League is just a huge.
Yeah.
Like it's the cup to win as a manager, and he won it.
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like Liverpool didn't get that far.
When did Flick get appointed?
Beginning of the 17-18? Or not 17, 18-19.
Well, because
I think.
Liverpool beat Bayern in the Champions League.
I
couple
think the
seasons
beginning
ago.
of the 18-19. I think that was his second season.
Or not a couple seasons ago. Wait.
Two
November 3rd, 2019.
Oh, so he's okay.
Oh, so 19-20 was his first.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Did that well.
I think it should be him then. First season with the club, and he wins the Champions League.
Okay.
That's insane.
All right, fine. That's fine.
All right, so Hansi Flick.
I still
I think
I still
that-
prefer Klopp as a manager in general. But,
yeah.
But like, if we're
But coming
counting-
off of a Champions League win.
okay.
Yeah, and then the only thing is that every player we mentioned, though, in a few years won't be the best. Because now there's all these up and coming.
Yeah, this 11 in 5 years
I'd-
completely different.
Wait, what players would still be the best in this? I'm saying
Verge could still be.
Trent, Kimmich. Oh, wait, we
Robertson.
didn't even put Kimmich.
Nah. Robertson.
Well, how many years are we saying?
5.
Just say there's just that general thing about these up and coming players. Like
I don't know if
Haaland
for-
is coming.
Yeah.
Davies is pulling up.
I don't know if Robertson will be the best left back in the world.
Oh,
in
because
5
Davies
years.
will. Yeah,
But
Trent. I think
Trent
will be. Trent will be. I don't think.
How old is
Lewandowski
Trent?
might not.
Trent is
He's
like,
like young. right?
22.
Pretty young.
Yeah, he's pretty young. De Bruyne definitely could still be.
5 years,
Yeah.
maybe.
Yeah, he's 22.
Yeah.
So what?
De Bruyne?
Trent. I think De Bruyne could.
What other cams are there that are like?
Bruno, but he's.
I just don't see United like.
Yeah.
I mean, they could. They
Not-
should signings.
I don't think them playing enough. He won't be able to make them play well enough.
See, like we're talking about what team? Oh, Arsenal having a good team but not performing.
Yeah.
United have a good team on paper and they haven't performed up to
Well,
the
for the
standards.
most- for the
that
They've
they
been
should.
doing. They've been doing well.
Yeah.
Well
to
enough.
their standard though.
Yeah.
They didn't even win a home game for
They
like.
tied City. I guess it's.
Yeah.
What's them on par with City, right?
Yeah, but for some
Well-
reason, United low key show up against City.
Yeah, it's
Like
so
last
annoying.
season?
I
It's so
actually-
annoying.
I
That game was
actually fell
trash.
asleep during that game.
That game was so trash.
It was dead.
The Liverpool City game wasn't that
It's
great.
so
either,
annoying
though.
that they. Gosh, whatever.
Dude, we're on a bit of a tangent right now.
I mean, I think that 11. I think we've settled on
I'm
the
happy
best.
with it.
Yeah, I'm definitely pleased with it. I think we've done quite well with that.
Yeah.
Should we?
I'm happy to wrap it up.
Wrap
it up
any,
with that?
any finishing touches?
No, not really.
Any shout outs? We'll drop your Insta in the bio.
Yeah, we'll definitely in the description.
The description.
I mean, thank you for joining.
Yeah.
Of
Thanks
course,
for
of
having
course.
me.
Oh yeah.
I think it was a
Oh,
good
yeah.
time.
It was fun.
I hope it wasn't too boring for people that
I don't watch soccer.
I know
Yeah.
that second
The
half.
last
But,
like 45
hey,
minutes.
first half it was a little.
The first half was
educational.
banging. I wouldn't be mad if they clicked off for the soccer though.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
plus
happens.
we just all haven't talked in so long.
Yeah, so
good
it's
to
good,
catch up.
definitely
on
good to catch up. I just want to mention because we didn't even talk about this is Harsh, and Jared went to elementary school together. That's why I said childhood friend at the beginning. I just
Oh,
wanted to
yeah.
mention that.
Because
probably-
we didn't clarify.
We didn't-
Yeah.
I mean,
It's
there's
like
we run out of time so quickly.
Well, 'cause we
it's like
went-
kindergarten, I'd say. Kindergarten up till 8th grade.
Yeah, and then me and Olivier went to the same high school,
Yeah.
and Harsh went to a
And
different
even
one.
like before kindergarten, I think. right?
well, for me and you,
Me
Yeah.
and you.
yeah. But
Yeah.
Jared, we met in elementary school,
kindergarten.
but we were
In
in preschool
kindergarten.
together. Me and
Yeah,
Harsh.
Yeah,
we
y'all
at
were in
the
preschool.
other Montessori.
Well, yeah, because me and Becca were in preschool, and then
At
all of us met in kindergarten
Right,
because
right.
we went to different Montessori's.
Well, thank you so much, guys,
Yeah,
for
thanks
listening.
everyone.
Yeah.
It's been a great episode.
And we'll see you guys later. Peace.
Peace.